All right, friends, welcome to Rain City Wargaming's Wych Pigeon community live stream. We're back. I'm Jake.
I'm Garrett.
And we've got a wonderful game for you tonight. Garrett, why don't you tell us who we got?
Today we have Tyler and his Necrons versus Brandon and the Tyranids. It's going to be a very fun, interesting game of can the Necrons die? The answer is probably not. And will the Tyranids be able to deal with that? Hopefully so.
Yeah, we've got, in Brandon's Tyranids, he's got the new codex, which I have right here.
Ta-da.
I don't have. This is Brandon's. He's just going to have to deal without having it in there. So I get to look at all the cool new pictures and things. He's got a bunch of the new units there as well. So
It's
he's got
basically all the units.
yeah, I think he's got every single one of them. He's got
no Barbagons.
No Barbagons, but he's got all the the new ones that just came out with the codex. So like the Norn Emissary, Norn Assimilator, the Neurolictor, Neuro Tyrants from the box. But yeah, all the new units. In fact, let's go ahead and jump right in to take a look at some of those units.
Let's sure do that.
Tyranids. Up at the top of the list, we've got the Hive Tyrant as the Warlord in the middle there.
Yep.
Then as we go over to the side here, we've got the Neurolictor over there, and then the other Neuro things that I can't tell the difference of yet, and I will learn at some point.
The Death Leaper is the big one.
Yes. Yeah. And then we've got some Ripper Swarms right here in the tail end, but then he's got the new Pyrovore and the new Biovore, along with some Spore Mines there. Gargoyles in the middle. Those are the Neurogaunts there. I might have already said those. And then, let's see. There are two Exocrines, Deathlitic Neurogaunts, Neurolictor. We get the Norn Assimilator, two Norn Emissaries.
And a Neuro Tyrant, too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Big
So
spooky.
lots of cool new units to take a look at here, and a beautiful looking army.
Absolutely gorgeous. And the only difference between the Biovore and the Pyrovore is the Pyrovore has the longer gun with the ribs.
There we are.
All right. And with that, let's take a look at some Necrons, shall we?
Yeah.
Some boner boys. Metallic boner boys. All right, here we have Tyler's list. We are led by one Catacomb Command Barge. He has the Ooh, what the hell is that? Sempiternal Weave. I have no idea what that does. And has a Hexmark Destroyer, one Gloctopus on the field. He's bringing a Luminor Xeris, which I believe is the darker...
He's the guy with all the neon. He's ripping the brain out of a dude there with the neon paint. Here.
I kept mistaking him for the Scorpec Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And there we see the Hexmark Destroyer with some death marks. We've got two Technomancers. One of them has the Hypermaterial Ablator, and the other one the Veil of Darkness. I believe warriors have the Veil. Speaking of the warriors, there's 20 warriors there with...
That's Xeris right there with the
There's
beautiful
Xeris.
the brain guts coming out of the... Yeah.
Grody. It's got one Ghost Arc, 3 Doomsday Arcs, some Flayed Ones, a single Locust Heavy Destroyer, and some bikes in the Tomb Blades. This list is affectionately named the Tesseract Yacht Club. Fancy.
And Brandon's is Unga Bunga Synaptic Nexus.
Synaptic Nexus.
So speaking of Synaptic Nexus, that is the new... so he's using the new detachment, Synaptic Imperatives. So each round he gets to pick a unit in Synapse range, or rather, each round he gets to pick an ability, and then all the units within Synapse range get it. He can pick between Synaptic Augmentation, which gives him a 5-up invuln, Surging Vitality, which gives him +1 to advance and charge rolls, and Goaded to Slaughter, which gives him +1 to hit in melee. This is on top of the usual, army rules. Synapse is 6 inches from a unit with the Synapse keyword. And when you're in Synapse, they get to roll 3d6 instead of 2d6 for their Battle Shock. And then Shadow in the Warp is that once per game, in either command phase, they get to force all enemy units to take Battle Shock tests, which...
That's really good.
Right, exactly. So if you're right on the borderline, you're fighting for a couple of those points, you can just, right when it really matters, be like, nope, you might not get those points, and I might get to take them.
One entire, they could say. Forgive me for not knowing what everything does, so I'm taking some quick notes so that I have them for later in the game. Like, what the hell do all of these enhancements do?
Speaking of enhancements, The Neurotyrant has Power of the Hive Mind, which improves the strength and AP of its weapons by 1.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. The Neurotyrant here will be leading the Neurogaunts, and it gives them +1 to hit and +1 to wound versus things with Battle Shock. And it can make that Shadow in the Warp. It can give -1 on Battle Shock tests, everyone while it's still on the board.
That's a rough
one. The last 2 things it can do, in the command phase, it can select 2 units within 12 inches. They are always considered in synapse range, even if they walk away from it.
So that would be good for the Neurogaunts.
Exactly.
Their ability.
Yeah, and there's lots of, I mean, yeah, they can always be selected. They'll be grouped with him, but like even something else nearby can walk away and bring those abilities in it. The Neurogaunts also, while they're in synapse range, they have the synapse keyword.
Yeah.
So there's that combo there where you like give them synapse, they can stretch out, and then they can be giving synapse to something else and be giving that, whatever ability you're getting from that synaptic imperative, be spreading it out a whole lot more.
Yeah. On the Necrons end, the Sempiternal Weave on the Catacomb Command Barge gives him a 4-up shrug. So he's got a 3-up save, a 4-up invuln, and then a 4-up feel no pain on top of that. I believe he's T8 with 9 wounds or something like that. Something. It's going to be a very, very tanky thing to get. Which helps because within, I believe it's 6 inches of the Command Barge, everything gets +1 OC. So it'd make the Warriors OC3, which, and then
Gosh.
It'd be OC2 if they're Battle Shocked.
And I played against Tyler's Necrons at the tournament that we talked about on the channel.
Oh, yeah.
And wow, those Warriors, trying to shift those Warriors, it's very difficult.
That's a shame.
On the right side, on-off.
The Hypermaterial Ablator on one of the Technomancers gives the unit it joins cover if they're outside of 12 from shooting attacks. Obviously, you have to be outside of 12 for ranged attacks and all that shit. Then the Veil of Darkness, basically the same as it was before. If your unit is not in engagement range, they can pick up and plop. If you'll excuse us for a second, we're having slight technical difficulties with our dice cam, as is a staple here on Rain City Wargaming. Now, this game is going to be very interesting, mostly because the Tyranids don't really have a way to deal with the Necrons, basically at all.
That's what I was saying. Like when I played against them, the Hellblasters were able to clear the Warriors and nothing else. I played another game against Necrons recently where like my Hellblasters got taken out pretty early, and I put the aggressors and a bunch of other things all into a group of Warriors, and then they all came back.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I don't really know, besides maybe the Norn Assimilator, what's going to be able to pick up those Warriors at all. I think your mic might be a little too close. We were briefly picking up some breathing. New audio problems. Hooray! We love it.
All right.
Everything's a work in progress.
All right. Why don't we jump over and take a look at the deployment as it's going on?
So, today we have... I know the mission rule is...
Objectives, those will be disappearing turns 4 and 5.
Yep.
Or rather, one disappears 4, the other stays turn 5.
Yeah, it's very weirdly worded.
But we'll have that that shift, and then so before then, it's 5 VP for each objective marker they control in No Man's Land, and then 8 VP when there's down to 2 of them in No Man's Land, and then 15 points when it's just that last one in No Man's Land there.
Now, something else to note, this is, I believe, our first competitive game here on Rain City Wargaming. This isn't a casual game, like all of our other ones have been before. So Brandon and Tyler here both bought competitive lists. Brandon believes he can win an RTT or a GT with his list. Tyler is the same, and we're going to have a great game.
Yeah,
this is going to be a ton of fun. That is popping up on stream.
It's not on stream, but it is on our monitor.
It is
Producer
on our
Lily,
monitor.
you can't move that window. It is blocking our view entirely.
And now the dice cam is also offset. Production. We change one thing, and everything breaks. It's the perfect perfect system. Whoever said streaming is easy when you're in 2 different locations that are about, I don't know, 40, 50 feet apart from each other, they've never done it before. They're lying. It's not easy. This is difficult. Trust me. I believe we might have had a model injury. Oh no. Yeah. Do you need super glue or plastic cement? They're in behind the bar? Yeah. Second from right. Model injuries. Yay. Nothing. Not the super. It's the stupid sexy lictor. The second from right.
Who got damaged?
The stupid sexy neurolictor.
Oh, can't have that.
No. All right. I'm gonna go.
We're gonna trade. Now I can talk for a bit.
Employee things.
You know, we've had so many streams that have gone really smoothly. It was about time that we had, like, all of the problems add up to one right at the beginning. I also missed entirely what Garrett was talking about, so I might just repeat some things, but, Alrighty. Looks like we've got a fairly defensive deployment there from the Necrons, all hiding up behind that center ruin there, hiding in that little shadow all the way back into the back objective there. There we go.
Stupid sexy neurolictor. Alrighty. Yeah, that is a very defensive deployment.
You can see, yeah, it's very like you just draw a line from that piece of terrain, like even at an angle, like a little shadow, and they're just tucked in there. Look, he's doing the same thing, right? He's just making sure that like everything is just hidden, just behind those lines of sight.
Those Norn emissaries have, I think, the best guns in Brandon's army. But I mean, it's not like the Biovore is really going to do anything to the command barges or the Doomsday Arcs.
Yeah, the Biovore is there just to put the spore mines in. So right, so those spore mines.
I think you mean the score mines.
See, no, exactly, right? Like they're going to go in those corners. They're going to get things like engage on all fronts. They're going to get things like deploy teleport homers. Just dropping them back there and getting objectives. They're there for points.
Yeah, they should not be able to score points. They fixed that in 9th. Ah.
I have said that I do think they should do something to the effect of, excuse me, if you are, a lot of the things have, like, if you're battle shocked, they don't count. But I think that should be if you're battle shocked or, like, just if you have no OC.
Yeah.
Because spore mines have no OC.
No OC.
And then spore mines could still do what they do for movement, where they create this little bubble where, like, they make it harder and you can't advance through it, and, like, that thing. Because that's still very powerful.
Yeah.
For controlling the board and controlling positioning.
It would do the same thing effectively for Ripper Swarms and Scarabs.
Right, exactly. Where they're just there and they're not there to score objectives.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that flicker doesn't show up on stream.
Great. I've been stressing about that the entire night.
It's not a screen share, so that's not
perfect. Wunderbar.
So yeah, that's like they were like Brandon was just saying, he said the first commit, like that's the first unit that one will be seen.
Yeah.
How do you hide, buddy?
Oh, the Exocrines also have very good guns.
Yes.
Man, my most experience with Tyranids is I played Mike a couple of times, and fantastic play from Mike. He was always really good at playing his Nids. I haven't played him in 10th because I haven't really played a whole lot of 10th. But my biggest experience has been from Battle Sector. 40k Battle Sector, the video game. And Exocrines one-shot just about anything they hit.
I mean, and looking at the Exocrine here, so so after they shoot, they get to select something, and everything else gets to reroll 1s against it. But their actual gun, blast, heavy, 36 inches, D6 plus 3 shots on 3 ups, strength 8, AP 3, 3 damage.
Oof.
That is a lot of high strength, high AP, high damage shooting.
And especially with everything else. The Pyrovore removes your cover, something like increases AP.
Yeah.
Blech, gross.
He's got a couple different of the, like, once you've shot something, then it continues to, you know, you get to pick it, and then it doesn't get something after, right? So, yeah, the Pyrovores take away cover, the Exocrines give that reroll 1s, and I thought there was one more.
It's somewhere in there.
It might not have been. I may be misremembering.
I'm going to write this down because I will forget otherwise.
The Harpoon Barbs in the Norn Assimilator, after shooting, you select one monster vehicle that it hit, and it gets +2 to charge against it.
I think that's that. I'm going to put these guys onto this, and then put this box on the floor. So
Alrighty.
We're all deployed.
All right.
We're ready.
If we could get a quick overview of just which units are what from up top.
we do need some Alpha and Omega.
Do we have the mic on in here?
Yeah, you're on.
Mic's
Oh, awesome.
Great.
You can go ahead.
Lil, if I could get a little bit more of the studio in my
Go ahead.
ears.
What
Oh.
dynasty?
No, on the
They've probably already gone through it.
Yeah, I was like,
the yellow bar.
you just want an explanation of the
Yeah, just say who's who.
Okay, great. Alright, so I have the 2 Norn emissaries that have been deployed exactly, well, not exactly actually, they're closer than 10 inches to the middle objective. Surprise, surprise, they're probably going to declare the middle objective as the thing that they're going to want to be on. A Neuro Tyrant and Neuro Gaunts are standing on the line as a unit. We have a Neuro Lictor here, and a Neuro Lictor on the first floor, but I'm putting him there else I'll forget he exists. We have 2 Exocrines chilling in the back, trying not to get shot first. A Biovore that's, you know, here to make Spore Mines all game. A
Like
Ripper Swarm, so that the Biovore doesn't have to stay within 9 the entire time. Death Leaper is over here, going to hunt down some flayed ones. We have a Pyrovore next to the Hive Tyrant in this little blob. He's there to remove cover at some point or just, you know, do an action. In reserve, I have a Norn Assimilator in strategic reserves, 2 Ripper Swarms, and Gargoyles in Deep Strike.
Sounds
And,
great.
yeah, I think that's everything.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, I have 20 Necron warriors here, the crux of the army. They have 2 murder buckets. The Cryptothrall is back here with the Technomancer giving them a 5-up feel no pain. Illuminar Xerez is going to support them by giving them +1 AP shooting, -1 AP defense in melee and shooting. They're also supported by the Ghost Stark here, who will let me do reanimation pretty much any phase, once per phase. The Reanimator buffs my reanimation +2d3. We'll have here the Catacomb Command Barge, which will increase my control of these things that are going to go away soon by 1. So my Necron warriors will have the OC 3 on those. Tomb Blades here are going to have
Zoom in.
the scout move of 9 inches, and then we have 3 boats. Lots of boats here. We got Annihilation Barges, 1, 2, 3. Trying to be more lethal, and the way to do that is to shoot.
More
And
guns,
then
more
in
better.
reserves, so my Technomancer with Veil of Darkness is going to be within the Ghost Arc. Locust Heavy Destroyer is in strategic reserves, and we have the Hexmark Destroyer coming in Deep Strike, along with the Death Marks.
Cool.
There we are.
Fantastic.
Alright, I guess let's start deciding Alpha Omega.
Yep, let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes, but
5,
now
6.
Garrett is also a little louder.
Will be Alpha.
Yep.
So the one that goes first. 5-6 will be that one.
Cool.
That's,
So number 3 is the alpha objective.
That's who this is.
6.
And then, yep. So this is the one that will go last. Great.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
That's
And number
not
4
good.
is the omega objective.
So the sides will disappear,
That one
4
goes
and
away
5, and
from-
we'll be left with the middle.
This is the one that it stays for
Interesting,
the
interesting.
last battle round. Okay. Good to know. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to roll off. First one.
Are you ready for us to roll off?
Yeah?
All right, let's do it.
Let us begin.
Oh,
Ooh.
actually, exciting stuff.
Oh, get out of here with that.
All right, I'm first. Good luck.
Good luck.
And first turn, we
Alright.
have the Tyranids.
Okay, so now that it's actual start of first battle round, I'm going to declare where my Norns are going.
Sure.
Both of these Norns are declaring that this is the central as the objective that they want to be on.
All right.
Surprise, surprise.
So now
the
those
Norn
Norns will be
assimilator is going
OC
to declare this objective as the
15
one that it wants to go on.
Sounds good.
On that center objective.
One of the
OC
reserves is there.
15.
The other two
Both of them are on. That's OC 30. That's
independently
disgusting.
Yeah, this is their singular purpose. They get to
Okay.
pick something. They could have picked
I'm
basically,
going to say
you
my
get
entire army
like
gets a
oaths
5-up
versus a
and vulnerable
specific unit,
I think
or
it's
instead they get this 5 up, feel no pain, and
Oh,
OC
did you
15
want Scout?
while they're on that objective.
Yeah, which is a much better option.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the assimilator has chosen objective number 4 down there in the bottom right. I'm pointing at it as if you can see what I'm pointing at, because that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
And that is also very useful because that's the one that's going to be there on turn 4 after objective 3 has scooted out of the field.
So I'm going with. What I got?
Ed in chat makes a good point. He said OC 30 doesn't matter which one. Necron warriors are 3 each. You're like,
2 for that.
you do have to get like all 10 on there, and those Norns have pretty big bases. So if they're on there, you're not fitting all 10 warriors on there. But you know, it's possible. Like that is comparable amounts of OC that can fit on there.
And especially once those Necron warriors start dying just a little bit. I unfortunately did miss what Brandon's secondaries were.
Oh,
Producer Lily?
Pretty early, could you ask him to, yeah.
I got overwhelming force and engage on all fronts.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna score a solid.
overwhelming
2.
force, I believe, is kill someone on an objective.
Yep.
Love to see it.
I guess just theoretically.
Can you get overwhelming force first turn? That's a bummer.
I believe the only one of the only ones you can't is Defend Stronghold.
Defend Stronghold and the one to take the
Yeah.
opponents. Yeah, those
Yeah.
two. And then engage on all fronts is to be in all 4 quarters, or 3
Which
quarters.
he's in 3.
And with a Spore Mine, depending how well he's zoned out in the back there, he might be able to get that last quarter as well.
I believe he could get back there. There's a space between the 2 barges.
I was going to say, between the 2 barges in the middle there's probably just a little spot for a Spore Mine.
And they are on tiny little 20s.
Yep.
Teensy tiny little babies. Some contemplation on what the next move is going to be. And unfortunately, one of the Neurolictors, or actually I believe it's Deathleaper. Deathleaper broke off of his base. And that's why he's lying down. He's having a little nap.
Oh.
But don't worry,
Poor
he'll
Deathleaper.
get up soon.
Need to see if I can movement
A
block
very
more.
sweepy boy.
Bark.
Or bug. Whatever.
And these measurement sticks I love. I have some of these from some of my deep strikes as well. They're just literally a stick that's 9 inches long. You can just set it down and be like, look, there, I'm in deep strike range. I can fit this between the 2 models. Can be really, really useful for those situations. You're not like trying to hold a tape measure that like moves or whatever. You could just boop. I also have some that have a curve at the end, so like sort of T-shaped, but it's a radius.
Yeah. You would have thought the Tesla logo would be useful in Warhammer.
If they're shooting at Death Leaper instead of my Norns, I'm okay. Alright. I was in alright decision.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Deathleaper has jumped.
He's gigantic.
And I was say, chat, we've made some tweaks to the audio this week. We're playing with some new stuff, so please do let us know how things sound.
And down in the comments afterwards.
Absolutely. Let us know, can you hear the players well? Can you hear us
Which
well?
would be really sad.
Anything sounding funny?
This power of war is not going to go. Let's see. From here.
All right.
6. So let's actually move this guy first. Let's go 8.
Looks like we have one of the emissaries moving up.
Like I said, right there. Goes 6 inches.
Just gonna tag the objective there.
Probably. I would imagine the
So now I'm
other
going to advance
Neurolictor
advance.
is just going to pop onto the objective.
I'm just going to use
But
this to
those
see
Tomb
where,
Blades
like,
up at the
as a
very
proxy
top,
for
right
my
under that
actual
little
bases
orange
over
Tyranids
here.
badge,
I
or
wanna see if I
yellow
can get
Tyranids
those without
badge,
having to advance.
are probably just going to pop out because they're fast. They move like, what, 10, 12? Something like that. And even though the Neurolictor, I believe, is low op,
Yes.
get well within 12.
No,
Yeah,
so I have to
infiltrate, lone
advance
op,
this
and
one.
stealth is the like
Or we
lictor
get there.
combo.
Or
Death
first
Leaper
one,
has
get
it,
on
Neurolictor
20.
has it. The regular lictors who are not in this list, but they have it as well.
And then from there, the 6-inch mark on the Hive Tyrant. He wouldn't
Which
be able to
can
shoot-
be really
he
obnoxious to
wouldn't
play
have
against
line
sometimes because
anyways.
like that 12-inch bubble and they're just playing cagey out there. And then even when you finally break into that 12-inch bubble, they're like, oh, but they're still -1 to hit. Like,
Get fucked. It's some ghost kill bullshit.
6. Yeah, okay. I will go for an advance on this guy.
Matt, I'll be there.
Got a 3.
Brunch. I forgot to put something in the chat this morning. I was distracted by sleeping.
That does leave. Yep, leaves enough room for that base. So I'm going to go there.
All right. So we have the
Oh man.
assimilator in.
Remind me what the hat is over there again for?
The free strat.
Okay.
For the battle round. Or for the player turn, excuse me.
there's a hat?
And then the other one is going to move right onto the
Is there a
player,
hat
right
on
behind
his
On the,
Hive Tyrant? Because the Hive Tyrant has the free strat.
Oh, that would be so funny. Is it a
it.
rain
And then
hat?
tail behind it. And that's important. So both
Very
have
carefully
line
positioning to get all
there.
30 of that
This guy
OC on that
definitely
point.
should have been in
And
there.
also
Not
to
enough,
shoot the
unfortunately.
crap out of that
If I had one more inch, that would've been great.
Doomsday
I
Arc.
did not.
Oh, it's a little die on the
It's
base.
just a...
You
Oh.
cheating.
Oh, yeah, he had those... So, Brandon and I played one of the only Wych Pigeon v Wych Pigeon games at Tacoma.
Actually did
Ah.
measure the distance, but
And yeah, he had these little they're like D3s, but they're like a 3-sided
cylinder?
cylinder
oh, yeah,
thing.
the
Yeah.
images should definitely get me to that point. Okay. Great.
Not a caltrop if it's a cylinder. It's more like
I just want to
a...
go just enough. Yes, just enough. Want to make sure. Well, I can't really hide him, so.
I
never
hate
mind.
to say
Okay.
it's like a jade
There's still a
die.
line
Like you would
through
carve like an actual gemstone into like a
Yeah,
cylinder.
yeah.
this
But
Exocrine.
something more
Actually,
like
I'll
that.
do the Hive Tyrant first.
Some of the
Hive Tyrant
oldest like
advance.
artifacts we have, like
Or
one
like
of them is like
bones, too.
one's like a D20.
Yeah,
It's
it's
actually like a
like an
twice-
actual D20 from Egypt, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like an orb because it's been so rounded for so long. It's just orb.
Like a shot is within 6, so that thing has assault right now, so that it can shoot. Even though
It makes me want to get
I
like
wanna
little
advance.
like Polly
this
Pocket
guy-
cowboy hats for people that have free strats for like captains and stuff.
To
and
give
just
them a little, yeah.
yeah, just a little indicator like I still have
Pop
my
it
free
off.
strat.
That would look hilarious on like a Gravis captain
Yeah.
with like a cowboy
You
hat.
guys are within 6 of the Hive Tyrant. Got that line. Cool. This
the
Pyrovore,
the allow me to ponder from the
Pyrovore.
Necron Overlord, just constantly just
This Pyrovore.
pondering his wizard orb. What a classic look.
I guess he's going to advance. No, sorry. Should be rolling these into the box. It's really hard. I'm never gonna remember to.
We will remind you every time. In the box, bees.
I don't know, maybe you can maybe shoot him, but whatever. If you're shooting the Pyrovore, I'm like, yes.
If you end up shooting the Pyrovore, other things have gone very well.
Very,
Right into
or
that
very
safety
wrong.
Pocket. This Ripper Swarm, it's gonna continue to chill over here and be a little screeny boy. Thanks.
See, this is the
Ripper Swarm.
difference between a player like Brandon and a
this
player
one
like
right there.
me. I just
Go right
abandon
here.
my backfield
Hide behind the
without
areas
thinking
that doesn't
about
have a
screening
line.
every time.
Um,
Mostly
right
because I
there.
don't really have the points to keep something back there.
When I was playing my Grey Knights a lot, that was that those kinds of players were the bane of my existence that remembered to screen their backline. I'd be like, fine, like, because that's the game plan if you're playing a deep strike army is like wait for them to open a hole and then drop into it.
Yep.
I've had games where someone left like literally just enough room for 3 Terminator bases, and I had 3 Paladins, and they whoop, drop in, make the charge.
I wish. I
They
wish
won't be seen in the
that I could have done that with my Deathwing Terminators back in the day. I am very tentatively optimistic for a Deathwing detachment.
I mean, we're getting the codex in spring, so that's what the announcement. The codex roadmap has what? So AdMech and Necrons are next. All right, we just got the Tyranids one. Space Marines one's pre-order starting today.
Yeah.
AdMech and Necrons are winter, and then for spring it's Chaos Space Marines, it's Dark Angels,
Blood Angels.
Blood Angels, and one more.
It's going to be a Xenos. It has to be a Xenos.
Yeah, I don't remember. Chat can remind us.
Yeah. You guys can actually look at Tau.
Tau. Okay, there it is.
Thanks.
So I think that is.
I'm tentatively
Let's go to shooting.
excited for
We'll
the
start
Dark
with
Angels,
alright,
the Dark
Yeah.
Angels book. I'm gonna get it just to read through it because like
so start with that
any amount of lore, you
Who's
know.
going to go ahead
There's
and
those people
shoot at
wondering if
the,
they're gonna take them like, oh, you can't use the regular Space Marine detachments anymore. You can only use the
You
ones.
can only use this one, which would be fine with me.
Yeah, I would be happy with that.
weirdly enough.
Because if I want to play the
I'm
Space
gonna
Marines
use
one,
the
I'll
free
just
scrap
not bring my
DFM,
Deathwing
the
Terminators. I'll bring
6-inch
just regular
or
Terminators,
roll
right?
once
Like,
and wound against
I
the
won't bring the
Tuesday.
Lion.
Okay. I'm going to use a Melta Lance into it.
I won't bring the line.
Bring on
Whoa.
twos. Both hits.
So-
Strength is 12.
I'm assuming this is the Exocrine.
So this is the one where he selects. So this is the Norn Emissary. Has the Psychic Tendril where he gets to pick between the Neuroparasite, Neuroblance, and Neurolance. And he said he was picking the Melta Lance on that one. The Lance is insanely good. It's 2 shots on 2 ups, Strength 12, AP 3, D6 damage. It's just straight up better
Woof.
than the other options.
No, yeah, we'll do the 1. I'll be fine with it. I need the extra CP. Alright, this Exocrine will now go. D6
So I
plus
believe
shots.
nothing. Oh,
6 shots.
some stuff happened. I just can't
too
quite
bad.
see
Hitting
what
on 3s,
that
rolling 1s.
Doomsday Arc is aimed at.
Those 2s all miss. Wounding on 5s, then strength.
I mean, it's the only thing he can really see is that Doomsday Arc, right? Like everything else is deployed pretty tucked. So he's just gonna see if he can clear it off with that fire.
Yeah.
That's also a miss.
How much damage is this?
3 damage.
It looks like he's lined up the Exocrine and the 2 Norns all have line of sight to it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
5s.
Maybe both Exocrines actually. The one on the left there might also have that
Give me
long
minus
line.
4s.
It looks like it.
Good. Alright.
I guess, yeah, the
And
Ghost
I'll
Arc might be
fire,
overlapping that terrain
this
too, in
Neuro-
which case
or
definitely.
Neuro tyrant. Meltas. Both hit.
Doing the same Melta Lance.
Both wound. AP minus 4.
And how much damage is this?
D6 each.
D6 each. What else shooting do you have to do?
Actually, D6 plus 2 because of Melta.
What else? What other shooting do
I
you
think
have?
that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll one at a time. Force. Save
Good.
it.
Save that one.
Goes through. I'll take it.
Okay. D6 plus 2.
D6 plus 2 for 4 damage.
Because you're inside that half range.
9.
I believe it's 18 inches on the.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 inches.
Who does that? Cool. This is my shooting phase. We'll charge with the Death Leaper.
Death Leaper charging into the flayed ones.
Okay.
So that
let's see.
sleeper
I'm
is
not
coming
gonna
out of
get
hibernation.
backed off the point unless I go to right there.
Yeah, so here's the thing about depending where he lands in the charge, he needs to make sure he still can get back with that 3-inch consolidate if
I
he
think
clears
I'm
them.
okay with that. I think I have to be okay with that.
If he
So
charges too well,
I will.
I don't think that's inside of 3.
I am at 3. Okay.
no, he says
Well,
he just is.
just barely.
barely.
You can definitely see him. He's gigantic.
Mhm.
Actually, wait. what's their saves?
They have a 4 up save. Or it might be 3 of them.
Do they have a feel no pain?
Nope. They are.
If I had more time today, I would have been able to.
Well,
Figure
we
that
can take
out.
advantage of this.
Oh yeah, we
One,
can.
two,
Flayed
Flayed
ones.
ones.
They,
T4.
they have stealth.
So,
and that's
they-
you're shooting, right?
Yeah.
Their hits all become crits once they blow half strength. That won't come into play here, so it's just going to be regular 4-up
I don't
saves,
want to go back
T4.
into the point. I'm gonna go all the way around. the
Sustain
room.
hits 1, twin
Because
linked,
I'm not
4 minus
liking
1, 1. That's
I
not
was like,
really
the odds of me
gonna do a
wiping
ton
them are
against
so
Death Leaper.
Oh,
low.
Really?
No, Death
You'll
Leaper is,
make
I
six
believe,
attacks.
T6.
So like.
Now,
I have
Death
to roll
Leaper
perfectly.
also probably not likely
Yeah,
to
yeah,
wipe
wouldn't
them.
be on some
6
costs.
attacks, strength 7, AP2, 2 damage. He could.
You're putting them on 6s.
There you go.
Ooh, the 2 ones.
That's why we do the safe play. Oh, 4 saves though.
With all but one of his attacks, so 5 of them
2 hits.
to the 6.
Winning on 5 to rolling. On T6.
5.
1. 1.
1 and 8.
Oh.
4 up. Good.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay.
And I think that was
We'll
it.
be back up shortly.
All right.
If it's
that
down,
means
they
the
can't hear us
engagement
say
level
that.
is 4, 4, 3.
Ah!
And then overwhelming force, I think I'm gonna go ahead and
Sorry, friends.
discard, 'cause
If
I'm not
it
gonna kill anything on a
just
full
coming
effort.
back now, Death Leaper
And so I'll go
cleared
2 CP.
4 out of 5 of the flayed ones.
All right.
Positioned
All right, we're
differently
gonna-
because he was expecting to
Area
not clear
denial
them.
and cleanse.
So positioned to be
well,
hidden from more
that-
shooting rather than.
I mean, it's kind
the-
the area denial is kind of what you're trying to do, right?
So it looks like Tyler
Yeah,
drew area denial and cleanse.
Oh, this is not good. Okay.
So I'll go up to 3 CP and you'll go up to 2.
Cleanse for 2.
Down for
What
about a
is the
full
OC
minute.
this round?
That's
30.
unfortunate.
30. Okay.
Yeah.
So I could get that.
So
Um,
Brandon charged Death
do you have
Leaper
any other
into
command
the
stuff before battle shock?
flayed ones, picked up 4 out of the
No,
5,
go ahead.
positioned
no,
in
no,
such a
no,
way
no,
that Tyler would have a
no,
very
no,
difficult
no,
time shooting him.
The trade-off he was trying to decide was if he positions in the building where he is 3 inches away and could consolidate if he cleared
good.
them,
I'm good.
but because he didn't think he could clear them, decided to
So
be
we'll do
upset.
reanimation over there.
1.
One guy.
And one of the flayed ones comes back.
Just one. Bummer.
Sad.
That's where you want a few more.
Yeah.
Although, in this case, they may just be falling back onto the point.
Maybe.
He's got area denial and cleanse, though, so if they fall back, they won't be able to do the cleanse action. So
2, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And the Doomsday Arc rolled full reanimation, goes back up to 12.
5 actually.
Oh, because the plus 2 is actually.
Oof.
Okay. So
Yeah, and he's near the reanimator. The other thing, like all the combos are over there at the
area
base.
denial, I'm not gonna get. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get area denial.
Yeah, air
but I
denial's
do
hard
need
because
some
you need to
CP.
get
I think I can
them
get
wholly out of
cleanse over
6.
here if I spend a CP,
So air denial
to make
is
that advance.
the middle. Sorry, you be in the middle
How
and
much
have the other
OC here?
guys, the
Just
enemy
one.
not be in the
Just
middle.
one. Oh, interesting.
Cleanse is doing
Kind of
actions on the
So
points.
I think that's a good use of points. to
Though
get-
if the flayed
How much
ones
for
fall
one
back, they
cleanse?
can't do the action.
I think it's 3 points for 1.
Cleanse is 1. It's 3 points.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually don't.
Okay.
I do have an Overwatch there that is pretty spooky, as a heads up.
All alone
And
again.
that's why he's there to see the entire point.
Yeah, that's the.
That's the 12.
Now, the Tomb Blades might be able to zoom up to Objective 3 in the top there
18-inch
and
flooring.
do cleanse there, but then they wouldn't really be able to shoot the Neurogaunts,
Maybe I don't.
unless he has a strat that lets him do that, which I don't know if the
It's
Necrons do. I don't know if that's a
2d6
thing
out of
in
hits,
10th anymore.
strength
Pretty
6,
silly. Can you ask
so
Brandon if he
looking for
discarded
please,
overwhelming force?
Oh, shit.
I did discard overwhelming
Okay.
force.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get anything.
And he got little engage, which is, I believe, 3.
Cleanse
Because you get the extra one when
Oh,
it's
yeah.
tactical.
So I can give them advance and do action.
I'm surprised he didn't do the score mine into the back.
They get to reroll advance.
I think he just assumed that it was zoned out from the positioning.
Move.
And it very well might have been, right? Like,
Yeah. The distance is very hard to measure here on our side.
it's just not what you're used to doing at an angle to the table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 gets you on the point.
10
nine
gets me
does
on the
not.
point.
So you need a 5.
So I need a
Just
5.
cleanse
I get
and
to reroll. I
area
guess I'm gonna go there.
Area
anyway,
denial,
so
I always mix up
Okay,
its
50-50.
ranges with,
Okay, so let's go
It's 6 and
into
3.
movement and decide who's staying still.
right.
and who
6
is-
points, or 6 inches for 5.
You must
3
be
points for
wholly within 6 with no enemy units wholly within 6, and then 3 for little, right?
We'll full back on. And how much OC is he?
He's OC1.
So I'll put 2.
No, he's like, how big is he? How much is he?
Just in case.
Mostly bad?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Brandon
then,
and I were talking earlier about the
I think we
Pyrovore
gotta start
Pyrovore
shooting
kit.
stuff.
It is the most expensive per dollar per point,
Really?
because the Pyrovores and Pyrovores are 30 points. It's a $50 kit.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, and it's one model per
He's
kit.
gonna stay there
Oof.
because
They
heavy.
Well,
beat-
don't you get the spore mines in the box, don't you?
I think what I'll do.
I
Oh, I did forget to
don't
spawn
know,
mine.
but
I-
those.
Oh,
Do
well.
you want to
You gotta count them in there.
I
I
would really count the sport lines.
Wholly with, or the
They beat
model
out the flayed
actually.
ones for
Yeah,
just
you have to be
awful
wholly
price per
within
dollar.
With the model.
Our flayed ones
I
up
can't
there
go
as
through
well.
because the
Yeah,
base is-
it's 5 models for
But
like
I think if
$60
you
or
put your base
$70.
here, you
Yeah,
should be
that'll
able to-
do it.
It's like the heavy intercessors are very similar,
Let's see what else
Right.
we got over here. Let's see
and
what other
Blade Guard veterans are 3 models for $60.
Oh, that's true.
It hurts.
I kind of like that idea and working my way towards
Yeah, kill my long range guns.
this sort of
At that angle. Yeah.
angle. So maybe I'll do that. So
The Tomb Blades might pop out and try to take some shots at the emissaries, maybe.
Well, I have a 5 of pinful this turn.
And by Tomb Blades, I mean the Doomsday Orcs.
Yeah.
and then I need
'Cause
to
I-
still
you know,
worry
I know
about
what Necrons do.
score lines. So this is we said the it's going to have to move back. So
The chickens are also very expensive for the AdMech.
Yeah, I remember Ryan's talked about the points per dollars per point on there. Yeah, the Iron Striders are $60 for 50-point models.
Ouch. That hurts. Remind me to never play AdMech. I have enough problems with ordering models, as is evident by the stack. Oh boy.
It's this backline shuffle here, right? Got to make sure everything's just in range of just the right auras.
And do you know what happened with that
There's no
Doomsday
spore mines.
reaction?
Say
As the
no
Ghost
spore
Arc?
mines.
Say no to spore
No
mines.
spore mines allowed, apparently.
There we
There's
go.
no
So he's
spore mine
positioning
club.
again to keep the spore mines out.
Feels bad. Pull spores.
Something like that. I think that's
Yeah, you're good.
Converted warriors. That makes
alright.
sense.
And
It'd
then
be
we'll
harder
go
to do, but it makes a ton of sense.
Stretch some flesh over them.
Yeah, green
Some
stuff.
spare
yeah.
flesh.
Yeah,
I do.
I mean, you know,
You got plenty.
Yeah.
You weren't using all of it.
There's
You
a,
don't
there's
need
a
the back
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm spending a CP.
No, that's where the
we give
paintbrush
them,
goes when you're-
reroll advanced rolls, and their weapons become assault weapons.
There you go.
all right.
Okay.
The Necron warriors now have assault weapons and can reroll the advance number.
Oh, wait, do you want to roll first before you move?
The
The advance roll?
I'm gonna move them first.
Advance is what the move.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
Mixing up with some
You're right. I should- I
Heresy.
shouldn't- I shouldn't-
Heresy and some old school rules there.
Uh,
Run in the shooting phase.
1 and 3. You're good.
Got it. Sweet.
Perfect.
Nice five
There,
for the
11.
advance, gets them
Get
all in there.
right on the point.
Yep.
Got that guy on the points.
And the
That
assault on
plans.
their weapons lets them do the action.
There, yeah, they can cleanse. Because their guns work well while they're moving. Also, other things work well while they move
Yep.
fast.
Well, actually, it's
Don't
three.
think about it too hard.
All right.
Yeah.
So now
Speaking
we're
of
gonna
heresy,
go-
I've assembled half of my Age of Darkness box
Hey, there you go.
and have painted 11 whole models.
Hey.
10 TAC Marines and a Praetor.
I have ordered 2 of the Legion Astartes Battlegroup boxes that aren't out yet. With a
Yeah, I
30
don't know if the
Mark
stream
III
needs it, but the
resculpts,
Norns,
the
both
Daredevil
are in the
and the
center.
Proteus.
And then the assimilator
Nice.
has chosen
Yeah,
this one.
and I'm only using those.
The
Daredevil and the
far
Proteus for
one is
heresy.
not alpha.
Nice.
The Mark III Marines are going to be for the diorama.
Oh,
You
nice.
got it.
Good old kit bash material.
Yeah, so I can't charge through. I can see him from there.
I am
but
excited
oh,
and
he's part of the
terrified
unit,
for
right?
that
Oh, no, he's
box
not
to
part
come
of the
out.
He's not part of the unit, but he is infantry.
Yeah.
So you can see him from where?
The hole.
I
Oh, are we doing the? If we're doing the
technically
entire thing,
could
we're good.
build
Yeah,
all of
you're
my
fine.
Dark
just do the
Angels
entire
infantry for heresy,
Yeah, easier that way.
but then I'd be a bunch of infantry and nothing else. I do have a Leviathan for them, because I can't bring them in 40k anymore.
Right? Because, yeah, a bunch of stuff's going to
Ah!
Legends.
Cleanse action is going to happen over there. It's going to
So-
stay here. Technomancer is part of the
Is
unit.
just the one cleanse over there?
I should swing them out like this. Is what's going to happen.
Yeah, because you can cleanse anything but the one in your deployment zone. So,
And because he's keeping the Tomb Blades back to prevent spore
Use a
lineage.
10-inch move.
Yeah, he's
it's not going to make it to
totally-
another one. So that's only going to be 3
Yeah,
VP for
repair.
cleanse.
Yeah.
Repair.
Which, again, you know,
It's a tie game.
turn 1. That's a tie game, right? Like, that's good usage, right? Like, keep the game tied up. Don't let them have an
Lots
advantage.
of little finicky stuff.
I know.
The Necron movement phase.
Little warriors hiding behind some orc terrain, some Keltine Octarius terrain.
Okay, so he's within 3 range of that little gun.
It's funny that now in 10th, Octarius terrain is actually really good for Harris for 40k and Kilty.
Yeah, because it fits on the little
Yeah.
little markers now.
We're saying that this is, can't see through it. So what we'll do is we'll start shooting here, and I think I'm gonna shoot. These are the same, right?
Yeah, they're the same.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot onto the.
So he was using the assimilator in his
I'll
movement
shoot this
phase
one right here.
Okay.
to measure out distance for the emissaries because it's the same
Right.
base size.
Or
That makes sense.
hitting on 2s because he stays so. Drop 1.
Yeah, that's actually something I was thinking about today. Sean was saying the Battle of the 9th Edition starter versus the 10th Edition
That's
starter.
true. Yeah.
Right? It's always Space Marines, so it's Space Marines and who? And yeah,
Why did I shoot him? Whatever. Alright, we're gonna shoot here.
Yes.
That was a mistake. D6 plus 1. 5.
5 shots.
Shot at the front one, and now realizing his
Yeah.
other line's on the back one. So
Ooh, crap.
the shots at the being split.
Freeze.
Now, I mean, those Norns are hard to take down right now. Well, they will be the whole game, because as long as they're on that point, they get
One goes
that
through.
5-up feel no
Flat
pain.
4. Takes 3 down to 13.
They have 16 wounds. Youch. Big
Shoot
healthy.
here into the Exocrine.
Yep.
D6 plus 1.
Oh no, Exocrine! Oh no, buddy, no!
Uh-oh.
That's the wrong thing!
Hitting on 3s. Drop a
okay.
Dropping 2 into the
Three.
3
Exocrine.
times, so 3s. Uh-oh. 3, 8,
Uh-oh.
and 4.
What can see
So
Exocrine? Oh,
I
it's
have
the
5
left
ups
side
from the
one.
armor.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
I
want
was
to
like, the
lay
one on the right side is well hidden.
Okay, so it takes
So I
8.
wasn't sure about that.
It's now to 4.
Oh, 4 of them were mortals. But
Oh,
these 3s.
So I'll roll.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I should roll these one at a time.
Devastating wounds on the 6.
So
Sick.
good. Okay.
So 4.
Down to 8.
And I like the dev wounds change. There's a lot of things, we talked about this last
Double
time,
check
there's a lot of
that
things that
it's
get a little funky from it, but I
12.
like that
14 wounds.
it feels like it was the
Holy
intent
shit.
from the beginning, just,
Never
you don't get a
mind.
save,
This
done.
guy was not
Yeah.
gonna die. I thought I was like, 3?
One could
Failing
say
3 seems reasonable.
devastating.
3 going through and me failing, or like, 3 going through completely was like, I think that's like not that far. Actually.
Also, one of the Ghost Arc.
Okay.
I think it was the Ghost
I
Arc
think
did
that
a
is
Tokyo
the
Drift.
end of my turn. I don't have
So-
any charges.
Yes, it did,
I've
around the
shot
corner.
everything that I have to shoot with. So
One, holla if you know. Reference complete. Done.
Check.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Can focus on the game
Alright.
now.
Take the sticky note off the monitor.
Cleanse.
Don't need to worry about
Are you
it
discarding
anymore.
area denial?
I'm gonna discard area of denial.
Yeah. So
And
go up
discarding
to
area denial, so-
2 CP at the end of that turn.
There we are,
I'm
Bottom
gonna
of
go
turn
up to
1.
4 CP. Wow.
Uh-oh.
13-13.
Wild.
Tie game?
Apparently, I should have stood that battle tactic to reroll one of those failed saves on my Norns. And then you are going up to 3. Supply drop. I'm going to control 2 objectives in No Man's Land for 10
Alright.
points. And then I'm going to draw missions. Pick random mission. Attempting
So 10
target.
points on primary.
And behind enemy lines.
Tempting target and behind enemy
is
lines.
like not happening ever.
So, tempting target, he picks one.
Yeah. So I'd have
I
to
assume it's going to be
kill-
that bottom right one.
Yeah.
No, behind enemy lines would be your deployments then.
Yeah, behind
and
enemy lines.
behind enemy lines is deployment.
I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that.
Alright, he's
Alright.
biffing the
So
CP.
discarding behind enemy lines and
Do the
getting
mulligan.
Storm hostile objective.
Storm hostile, much more
Nice.
doable.
I can do
That-
that one.
Storm hostile even,
Okay.
Oops. Storm hostile
so
synergizes
I'm
there
Storm
with
hostile and a tempting target.
tempting
Where it
target,
was
because he's
like-
almost certainly going to pick that bottom right objective,
only one
which
that- yeah.
then when you take it,
Yeah.
becomes the Storm hostile.
Then you get a full 10
Oh,
points.
there's 4 OC there.
There's a grudge. Oh, it's 4 OC.
Now,
Um,
you know how I always make the Tokyo Drift reference?
okay. My
Ed and I were
army
hobbying one day,
ability, I'm going to do plus
and
1
he decided to
advantage
put
with targets
spoilers
and
on his tanks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Ed,
Do plus
it's
1
the
advantage
Knight
charge
Despoiler.
and- let's see, movement,
so now I need to get a Knight Despoiler
Behind enemy lines.
and put a big fuck
I
off
discard
spoiler
behind
on
enemy
them.
lines, or behind enemy
And then it's
lines,
the Knight
turned into storm
Despoiler.
hostile objective.
It's the perfect Tokyo
D
Drift.
apostrophe spoiler.
Yeah.
Let's see. Battle
Yeah,
shots.
it was,
Mana phase, and
uh,
everybody within 12.
Oh my gosh.
It was a perfect joke.
Okay. Yeah, no one within 12 there. And how many OCs of Doomsday Arc again?
5, actually.
5. It's a lot of OC. That's a heck of
I
a
think
lot
I
of
told that
OC.
to Stefan, and he was like, "That's the most you sentence I think I've ever heard you say, and I hate it."
And
Speaking of Stefan and Ed, next week,
Oh, really?
our
Oh, yeah.
rescheduled,
Mhm.
because last week we had the Nurgle. Nurgle attacked early,
Yeah.
and producer Lily as well.
Right.
And we will have Grey Knights
Uh-oh.
versus Death Guard.
Mhm. Dice damage.
We could have the dice cam toggle.
Was this happening a couple weeks ago
Okay.
as
It
well?
was not.
Might be
There's
a
a
mistake.
setting I need to go
might be
tweak.
a really big mistake, but we're just gonna see what happens there. I'm gonna roll with it. Sorry. Oh,
Thanks.
yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and advance
Alright.
Gribblies.
Sure.
Gribblies.
Go. So they're gonna go
In the box.
+1 to that. So they're gonna go 9 inches, including the neurotyrant.
I shouldn't have shouted. My apologies.
Especially right now, actually.
Yeah.
So I can get 3 of them on the point. That's good, because that guy has more OC.
It wouldn't be a stream without technical difficulties.
Right?
Ultra tactical coherency. Just like your Necron warriors.
We're having some tactical coherency shenanigans.
You can say shit.
All right.
Sick. That's so helpful.
It is.
Banished to the Shadow Realm with the dice
Gribbly's
cam.
going Gribble.
The light wasn't.
I lay you face down in attack position. Oh, hey.
Going Gribble.
Oh, and it turned off again.
I think that Neurolictor is chillin'.
It was on for like a split second. Yeah.
Alona.
Oh, hey. There we go.
I'm going to
W.
move up this emissary. There's the 9. This emissary is also. And just let me know if you want an Overwatch or anything. Yep. Whoa.
Oh, it just died again.
Tails for days. Let's put a 9. Why do we do that? We have a laser.
Our battery is dead. Sag. Sag dice cam moment.
Extra sweet. So let's say that's the barest edge of your movement. You could get a line there to that guy. I can't really stop that, so that's gonna be okay. I'll be okay with that, I think. Well, I could go closer to this edge. I can go closer
I believe
to that edge.
Brandon is contemplating his deep strikes and strategic reserves.
Right here, because he's on the barest edge of that objective. I'm gonna scoot this guy over here. And I'm gonna go tuck that guy over there. Is that 10 inches? Yes, definitely. I need to move my tails again.
No.
Assume tail formation.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hide as much as possible over there for that angle. That guy's at 13 as well. Okay, great. I'm gonna make sure. Ultra
Truthfully,
tactical.
when we used my GoPro for that one episode,
Deny
the battery
lines
was
to that
also
guy.
unhappy.
Probably, no, because there's a real. Yeah, we're good there. Great.
It is an unfortunate
What are we doing here?
time when we
Super
decide that our
exciting
dice
stuff,
cam just doesn't work.
movement-wise. Death Leaper.
Who needs a dice cam?
Inches. No, I cannot. Can you fall back and shoot?
One discombobulated arm.
All right. Off we go. It's gonna go there.
All right, Death Leaper is sleeping on up there,
T6.
sneaking its way towards one Doomsday Arc.
So 2 need to go through.
Because if you are unable to hear, Brandon did ask if the Necrons have an ability to fall back and
So
shoot.
5 on the dice because of my +1.
The answer is no.
Makes sense. The dice cam's battery is unhappy, even though it's plugged in,
Also the 20
which is
shots.
supposed to not involve the battery.
Ooh,
So
that's big.
more
'Cause then you
debugging
only
required between now and next
2
week.
through and then 1 shot. So it's a little, yeah,
Infinite
that makes it a little
debugging.
bit
Luckily, you like that.
more likely.
I don't know that I like it, but
Oh, you're just gonna get so you can't shoot.
You know how to do it.
I am good at it.
Yeah.
Well, shoot
I-
out it. Yeah, you can shoot out of it, but you can't shoot in.
kind of don't mind tying him up. What's his attack profile?
Oh,
Not
so
very good.
it's not great. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Damn, it didn't fall for my trap.
You've activated my trap
Um,
card.
Gotcha. So we got the Neurotyrant and those Neurogons stretched out there.
Am I moving anything else? It's Hive Tyrant.
Bringing everybody
does
in the
anything else.
synapse.
But
So-
nothing positioned
I don't
to
know.
take
Guess I'll scoot over this way.
that
so
bottom
within 12.
objective.
So they're all within
Interesting,
6.
because that would be 10 points, right? Like,
Within 12 for that. Yeah, thank you for chilling.
all you gotta do is touch something with an FOC to it, because you don't want to charge the Warriors, because then they'll pile in and they'll get a ton of OC on
Fireboard is
it.
going
Yeah.
to move up over here.
If you
within
just
12
tag
with
it.
ones.
But I guess he probably doesn't have enough OC nearby. The
The Pyrovore is right there.
Death
Okay,
Leaper is
and I
OC
think
1,
for-
Pyrovore is
We're
OC
gonna reach
1,
12.
and there's OC, I think he said 4 on that one Warrior?
3.
3? because 2 base and the extra.
I believe what he's going to do is he's going to charge Death Leaper up into that Doomsday Arc.
Actually, what we'll do is the easy one. This guy's coming on over.
Ah. See what he can bring in on Deep Strike.
Because the assimilator would be OC 15.
Right? Did it select that objective?
Selected number 4 down at the bottom, yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's
he
up at
just
the top.
brought it in up at the top, so.
If you can destroy one of those Doomsday Arcs,
Yeah.
do it.
If I go there, I might make the charge onto this guy. This wall is here. That solved that flank and gets
Big
me
thunk
somewhere in terms
energy.
of primary for sure.
Emperor Thinky MS Paint.
This was his selected target.
Right,
If I
so
can
he's
kill 2 of
realizing
the
what we just
Doomsday
said
Arcs
about the
this
assimilator,
turn,
like,
I can pressure that flank, pressure home objective over the course of the next
because
2
that Norn is
turns,
never going to make it
and
back
it's
to the other
close to the
side.
center,
No,
right?
and
it's
away from
not
the
a
He's got the
assimilator.
10-inch
where I
move,
can't
but
interact
like,
with.
That assimilator's up there.
But if I put 15 OC here, maybe you score no primary ever again.
right, so if the
Well,
Norn
actually, you'll just kill him, actually. That's not
charges in there,
You'll
maybe
actually
some
kill
Warriors
him.
pile on, but he's got enough
It's
OC
only
that he might be able to
15
keep
OC
them
to
off
like
of
30
it.
OC.
As is, he could just touch it for this turn, and then it's his, and he gets the 10
I don't
points.
think he can touch it
Okay.
because he won't come in close enough to it. The only way movement he'd have to
They can
get there would
advance.
be...
He can
shoot
charge,
without
and can you choose to not
advancing, right?
attack?
Now,
You have
once
to
you're in
attack.
engagement range, you have to
I'm gonna
attack.
place him there. We'll see how big of a mistake that is. That might be a
Alright,
really
going
big
up
one,
top.
but I feel like this turn, all I want to do is have some primary. These
Well,
guys
it's
can
hard
do
too, because
that.
depending how you charge, it might actually let enough Warriors get on that it's a moot point, right? With
So
that
the back
piling.
row-
You gotta
okay, so
look
two-
at like
two ranks
3,
there,
6,
yeah,
9,
makes
12,
sense.
15. Like, it could happen.
But if they
We'll
get
put
out of
fire
range
range
of
on
the
this.
command position, they're only OC2, not OC3.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Rapid fire and 12.
Fire 12.
So I believe it looks like he's bringing the Goyles in,
What's
and
their
those
OC?
fucking gargoyles in Battle Sector are a pain in the dick.
I can shoot and move 6 inches after.
They're harder to hit because they're flying, and they reduce damage because they're flying. And it's just like,
Certainly all good on you.
No, not all of them, but I can definitely get enough to flip the. You have what, 5?
and I'm just
AC?
not good enough at Fire Emblem to really just be like,
So I just
yeah,
need
whatever.
3, and I just measured the 6, so I know that the second line of gargoyles can get in. So in order to stop them, you need to kill 8 out of the 10.
God,
So
those
it's
blue
just-
wings are so vibrant on the table.
So looks like he's just gonna
Oh,
charge in the gargoyles.
Unless they get Overwatch to death.
Yeah, that's
There's nothing real.
not
there's
a lot of
whole
them that can
lot,
be
so-
seen. There's just a couple in
Do
the
you wanna
front.
roll?
Because those gargoyles are OC2, so they'll add up pretty quick.
Right. Oh, sorry.
That
during
even if he
that
gets a
phase,
bunch in on that pile-in,
I'm just gonna make sure that
it's
the
unlikely to be
bad
enough
guys
to
within synapse
get
or
above,
or
you know,
the two
20
are
OC
within-
of
Actually, that's
gargoyles.
already within
Yeah.
synapse. It doesn't have time, so it doesn't matter. The guys within synapse. I don't think it does anything actually, but you know.
And honestly, gargoyles and
Okay.
Necron and warriors
charge it,
melee
or
might
shoot
just
it. Look.
stand there.
Let's go
Yeah.
with the easy one. Start with this guy.
Just
shoot.
constantly just. meh.
I think that the gargoyles will probably start to fall
6
apart
hits,
first.
it's D6 plus 1 for
Yeah, because they're T3.
Strike 6, twin link.
Please.
Look, 3 at -1. Ignores cover.
3, 5 up.
I
6.
believe this is the Pyrovore.
3, 6 up, 2 more cover. Yeah.
Into the Warriors, probably.
Yeah, okay. So then,
No, into the.
and then
Those couple flayed ones.
getting
That's why
around
there was
there's
4
a
OC.
bit of-
There was one flayed one standing
Yeah.
there in the corner.
I have to shoot the Necron warriors. So 6 of them can see the Necron warriors.
It's
so 6
interesting
I
because
can
like
shoot there.
you don't want to be like, oh no, they'll make my charge harder. But like, there's actually
You do?
Yeah.
trade-off
Well,
there
I have to shoot
because
the scoot, so
Okay, cool.
yeah. You just get to shoot back.
Yeah.
lightly.
oh, he's trying to do the shoot and move thing. So the gargoyles,
Force
after
8.
they shoot, can move 6 inches. So he doesn't even need to charge them.
Yeah.
And you actually can't charge them after doing this.
We'll do them all together.
So he can move 6 inches now, which will get them all on the point. Don't have to charge them. Don't have to risk the pile-ins there. That makes a lot more sense. That's a much smarter move than what I had in
You want to
mind.
shoot back?
And also, that's why he was saying earlier.
So how many can you
With
get on there with
the
the
back
6
line.
You said most of them, right?
He was saying that. Oh, that's why I mentioned the 6 inches because
All
even
of
the
them.
back line will be able to get on.
Right.
And I didn't.
Yikes. So it really doesn't matter. I don't think. And then
Oh, yeah, you
No
don't even
dice
have that
cam.
much shot.
Our dice cam will forever have issues, and today the battery was like, nah.
Despite being plugged into the wall,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is supposed to bypass the battery.
Can you charge after doing
No, no, I cannot.
Don't think about it too hard. The moral of today, don't think about it too hard.
So gross.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
So we did that.
Just don't think about it.
Actually, that's enough OC because you don't have any dead ones, right? So
No.
it's not like you're gonna be able to flip that in the command phase. So we're gonna put some gargoyles.
All right, so that is attempting target and storm hostile.
So we flip that point. That's attempting target.
Yeah, so just a couple
Storm
there.
Hostile objective.
And just enough to be a little bit of screeny for
All right.
the
Yeah, let's go
Glocktopus
to shooting.
and the Death Marks,
Start with this,
and
right.
also the
Shooting
Technomancer.
into the
That's in Deep Strike.
one that right over there.
Absolutely.
You know what, let's actually start here. Start with this Exocrine. Sure. Let's shoot into there.
Exocrine
Ooh, 9
into
shots.
the
All right.
Doomsday Arc,
Like it.
up there in the center screen.
Hitting on 2s, so I'm heavy at 3. So 1s. Looking for 5s because I'm strength 8. 1, maybe 3.
All that shooting, one comes through.
Ah, okay, that's about right.
Vehicles in this edition,
Let's see.
just so
I'm gonna
difficult.
free battle tactic
I've had to
to reroll
rewrite my
one
grand
scrap
narrative
onto
list
this,
4
Warhammer
times now
Necessary
just to
to
deal with
reroll
vehicles.
one,
Yeah.
I guess wound.
And I hate it.
Actually, I'll just save it for a reroll because it's actually the same thing basically. So the first one, that guy has the best line. The second one, yeah, we'll start with this one. Both hit. It's going
I'm assuming it's
into
the
the same
Delta.
Yep.
both wound. AP -4. Ooh.
Ooh,
And makes
both
the
of them.
saves
Like,
again.
the way it's gonna be. The
Just
next
roll
one,
high.
Both hit.
Especially because last time he did all of this and then it healed up. Entirely
I
because of
will
reanimation
reroll that one for
protocols.
free.
I do like that they put
2.
reanimation protocols and living metal just merged into one rule.
Yeah.
Makes things simpler.
How much does it have left?
It has 12 left.
12 left. Okay, yeah, 6 damage.
Alright, down to 6.
All right.
6.
Taking it off half. The other Exocrine, maybe?
Fire
He's got the
this
line.
guy into it as well.
There you go. Yep.
Ooh, 4 shots. Sad. All hit because of the heavy. 5s. 1.
Not quite.
3 damage.
Just
So
one.
definitely can't kill. It's still good.
And saves it again.
Yep.
For our bin rolls.
And
Look
next
for
turn is
the
probably going to
weights.
heal most of that right back
Norn,
up,
similar
and
to
we'll be right back
fire
where we
into
started.
your
2d3 is a hell of a drug.
2 hits.
Though with Malik, it's always just 2 ones.
Oh! Sad. I don't need a wound to get harpoon.
Alright, so this is the assimilator. Just by hitting, the harpoon gets to go off,
And the 4
which
bin rolls
means
at all times.
Yeah.
it gets +2 on its charge.
14.
So
Woof.
if that charge goes up to a 7
Yeah,
here,
you know what? I will spend
which
a CP
statistically
for
is
this one.
good
I
news.
just need like
7 is
one
the most
wound.
common
Yeah,
thing to
one
roll on
wound,
2d6.
Yep.
AP, no clue. I think it's probably 3.
Visually, it's really cool too. You imagine just
Maybe three.
like a tongue shoots out and grabs it, right?
Oh,
Because
just
everything
one.
is a
Just
body
one.
part.
Just one? Yeah, just
Or
one.
was it the Knight Valiant?
No,
The
yeah.
harpoon cannon?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fours are on point.
So
They
cool.
are.
The Ursus Claw.
World Eaters.
Yeah.
Such a classic.
Yep, hit it. So you're harpooned. So I'm currently +3 to charge against the attack.
Plus 3. Jesus.
Alright. Any other shooting? Oh, this guy. That guy will spray down the Tuesday arc. Oh, actually, do I have this guy within 18? Probably not. No, just that.
Oh, because he's doing Surge and Vitality this turn
Four.
for Synaptic Imperatives, which is +1 to advance and charge rolls.
And so he's in range because he is a
One.
semantic creature.
AP -2 ignore
Right.
several, so evil. Good. Okay. Can't break the coin flip. Alright. That is okay though.
So that means 6-inch charge. That
Oh.
feels good. That's a lot. That's
That's
feels
so
really
much
good.
better.
Yeah. Alright, charges. So I need
Charge
I'm
clock.
9 inches away.
Yeah.
I'm +3, so I need a 6 on the dice. I'll CP that.
Oh, that's a Sag.
Oh, not quite enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we
So
go.
I'm moving 11 inches.
Gotta go fast.
There.
Go where you
I
like.
don't know how base contact works with the model, but I think that's probably base contact.
With vehicles now, it's where they overhang. It's like 5 inches vertical of the hull.
Would you like to Overwatch?
now instead of just the base. So as long as you are above or below the hole,
I don't know. What's the
5 inch,
damage of this?
usually below,
He's gonna make
then that counts as
4
base to base
attacks,
now.
hitting on 2,
That was
strength
one of
12,
the data
18
slate
minus 3,
changes.
6 plus 1 each.
Good.
And, then 6
And one I
attacks
really
at
like,
2s,
honestly.
9 minus 2, 3.
Good.
Especially with some of the Eldar tanks that are just like tiny little
Alright, 'cause you
circles.
spent one
Right,
for
where
the
like you literally can't base to base them.
Yeah, alright, here's my 6 attacks. With the
Eldar.
little guy, or with the little. Oop. Thank you.
Yeah, 6
Okay.
attacks, hitting on 2, strength 9,
9, 4s.
AP 2, 3 damage.
Youch.
4 saves on your invul. So that'll be 6 damage.
6 damage total.
6 damage total.
Down
And
to
Good damage
8.
apiece.
here are my big attacks. They all hit. Strength 12, so looking for 3s.
Yeah, the harpoon, in addition to
Two.
being a ranged weapon, is also
How much damage you?
a extra attacks, 4 attacks, strength 12, AP 3, D6 plus 1 damage.
Alright. Force, good. Force.
Oh!
Just roll force.
Oh no!
Roll force.
Oh yeah, and I didn't. Oh wait, do you mind if I charge Death Leap? But like I said, I would.
Of course, yeah.
Death Leaper into the other barge.
He moves 11 inches. I'm just not going to move 11 inches.
I think I will overwatch him though.
Sure.
And if yeah,
That's fine.
Death Sleeper coming out of retirement a second time.
level 1.
Yep.
D6.
Oh no! Death Leaper, no!
Rolled a 6 on the Annihilation Barge.
So 6 of this.
Oh, it is Doomsday Arc
Okay, just
Annihilation
one.
Barge.
Made it 2. Right.
The Annihilation Barge is the indirect one, I think.
4 up.
The Doomsday Arc is the direct one.
I don't remember.
This is
There's a
right.
difference. There's a difference.
Oh,
All
shit.
Necrons
Okay.
look the same. Is that space racist of me to say?
Yes.
No. Well, I'll-
Spacist.
5? 7? 7.
Oh my
okay.
Dang.
Is
That's a
there any-
lot of 6s.
Sorry? Or 8. Is there an AP? You can 0. So 3 up on the save. Oh, that's sweet codex buff. He takes 1. I should play Marines. What am I doing? What? What, playing bugs? Those saves?
I mean, the Marines Codex comes out next week, right? Week after?
Alright.
If it
Pre-orders
went up
today.
so next week.
Here's,
Yeah.
6
A week from today.
5 hits.
And we're not
D9,
doing a
so
Space
5.
Marine stream on the release of the Codex.
Oh, okay, of course.
Grey
Three.
Knights are
Mine's
technically
2.
Space Marine.
They're Space Marines
how
when
many
it's
three?
convenient and not Space Marines when it's convenient.
Exactly.
Okay, 2
They're not
damage.
Space Marines because it's
Oh,
convenient.
wow,
Everyone on the table next week will be a
What you gonna do
Space
about
Marine
that?
that is not a
What
Space
you gonna
Marine.
do about that? Nothing.
Yeah.
Death Guard,
Okay.
Chaos Space Marines.
Sweet. How much does this guy have left?
Also not Chaos Space Marines.
Right. Because they got their own Codex.
I wasn't even close. All right. On my turn, I will, or at the end of the turn, I'll score 5 for attempting target and 5 for storm hostile objective.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, big swing right
I'll
there.
get 0
Big.
for supply drop. Bad.
That is. Yeah. And we'll both go up to 2.
Nothing on supply drop for the primary for the Necrons here in turn 2.
That is unfortunate.
This turn, no. No,
I got assassinate and no prisoners.
Assassinate
and
no
no
prisoners.
What are characters? Which bugs are characters? I have no idea.
Death Leaper is a character, and these 2 are characters.
The Hive Tyrant and
The Mirror Turret.
Tyrant, yeah. So, fairly unlikely there.
Okay.
And
Johnny takes out
the
a
emissaries, or the Norns, aren't characters. That's
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah, you'd think, because they're the big bugs, but they're like monster-style bugs rather than leader-style
Do you have a
bugs.
Battlestar marker?
Nothing will be
sick.
as cool as the
Let's
Demon
see.
Karen.
Do I want to?
Oh, yeah,
I'll do
yeah.
more
Oh,
to
that was so cool.
Do
I'll
it.
spend a CP.
Big, giant,
Wow.
fuck off
Sounds
stompy
good.
bug.
Down to 1.
Bruh.
Yeah, because we both gained 1. Yeah. 3 extra mortals. Watch all of these 3s because I'm a Marine player now. Converted? No. Okay, 4 mortals.
4 mortals. Wow. Down to
From
2.
what?
Well, maybe I'll kill one this next turn.
Okay.
Mortals in
Reanimation.
the
Out of
command
range
phase?
reanimator. D3. 3. Factor 9, 10, 11.
Yes, that's the thing that he can do in 12
Pretty
inches from
good.
the...
It's pretty not what I like in my life.
Assimilator?
2D3 with
No,
range
where is it?
reanimator. 5. Back up to 7.
Yeah.
Within range of reanimator.
Yeah.
Or-
So,
Biowar
once per
again.
turn, when an enemy falls back, you can roll a d6. On a 2-up, the enemy suffers d6 mortal
I keep
wounds.
forgetting it.
That's the
Poor
assimilator.
guy.
The Norn assimilator has
Do
that.
you mind
It's
if I just
called
drop one?
harpoon
I'm
barbs.
just screaming out
We're gonna
this.
do it.
But
Yeah.
that was on something else, and he was rolling a ton
Okay,
of
and then,
dice,
I'm
not
gonna
just
pick up
one.
this token here. And
Yeah, I don't know.
the movement phase. So I
He
need
has
to kill
feel no pains,
something.
maybe, but
I need to kill lots
Now
of things.
Brandon rolled a ton of dice. It was
oh,
on
then I have no idea it was a
It was on
Necron thing then.
T3.
Or it was on a
Holy
four.
shit.
T3 6 up safe.
or he did rolls.
That's what it looks like.
No idea what that's from then.
What's going on here? What
They're
are
one
these?
really big unit.
Could have been the
One
spore
really big
mines.
With the neuro
With the neuro.
tyrant.
Yeah, you
When they
got
pop,
him.
things happen.
You got it.
Where spore mine?
So they are
I don't know.
in range of my
Because I was up by the assimilator.
fire.
We'll figure it out in post. By we, I mean when I listen to it, like on Monday.
You can comment with a.
Yeah, and then I'll comment on the video and be like,
Load
"I'm
up,
such a
yeah,
fucking
zero
idiot.
So it would shoot the neurotyrant.
Didn't even notice this thing."
Definitely no load
I
up.
think, so that's
And at the
really
end
the
of
only
the
option
parentheses,
I
by
have
the
here.
way,
I
I'm
like the
Garrett.
idea of tying you up. Okay, so we'll go into movement phase. Let's see. So what's going to kill this? Has 6 wounds left. It's in combat.
The warriors
Stealth
could
and
come
low
in.
up.
Stealth and low. Maybe I'll try to tank shock it. I've never tank shocked. This will be my inaugural tank shock.
Hell yeah.
What's gonna charge it to give it?
So let's
Command
see.
barge.
I'm gonna move 7
Command barge,
inches.
yeah.
It's got the. It has a decent melee weapon, don't it?
Let's find out.
Let us take a look. Catacomb Command Barge.
4-inch charge, essentially.
Strength 8.
Yeah. Overlord's Blade.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And it's T6, so that'd be 10 dice. You get, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I gotta kill that thing. So. Let's see what happens. Okay, they're gonna move up. Gotta stay within 6 inches of the barge here. We'll go maximum kind of coverage here.
The Awakened Dynasty Tesseract Yacht Club.
How much OC do you have here?
He's just trying to be out here and have a boat party, and then these bugs show up.
Yeah, it's like I think
I mean,
enough.
bugs
Luckily, all the
standing-
boats have a fuck ton of guns.
just so happened.
What is this, like
I
the
was
South?
that's not, if you wanna flip it, you
The
can,
Galactic
you know?
South?
Yeah.
What do you have here?
Quick, get a foghorn. The Scooby-Doo foghorn. Ah.
That's my out.
A classic. It's either the South or it's Australia. One of the two.
Which Australia's in the global south, so
It's still the South. Yeah, it works. Brandon.
oh.
We hear the stream room in our ears, and suddenly there's just whistling, and we're
We're like, where's
what
that
the
coming
fuck? Is my phone going on? Knowing my phone has been on silent since
since you got it.
since I got my first phone.
At the end of the movement phase, I'm going to do D3 wounds on the. Just 1 wound comes back on here from the Technomancer.
Mhm.
Forget
Techno.
Yeah, and it's not a. It's
I
not
would
a
love to
currency,
do
right?
like
Just make sure you still got your
EDM
guys.
Necrons.
Is there a guy in there?
Yeah, you're right.
What would that look like?
Yeah.
Probably
Like neon
Tron.
colors?
Yeah.
Ooh, Tron colors.
Or just Rave Kit
Rave.
Necrons. The Technomancers are all just DJ booths,
Yeah, do you want
and everybody else is Rave Kit.
You're still screening the.
That'd be so
You're
fun.
good. You got it. I'm not.
I have PTSD.
You get like the big
Yeah.
feather
Look, I already
leg warmers
discarded
for the
the-
warriors.
I already engaged and discarded the behind, so it's just deploy. I'm just gonna do the deploy in the center for being real.
It's interesting because Tyler is really trying to screen out those spore mines, but the Northern Assimilator's down on the board. So like that was the thing you're really worried about for the deep strike.
Yeah.
The spore
can't fall
mines
back and
are
shoot, right?
only really big when you're doing fixed,
Yeah,
and you're trying to get that
and it's the
Deploy
only
teleport.
the only other secondary is deploy teleport numbers at this
At
point.
this point, yeah, Engage's already
Or
come out.
investigate.
Investigate and deploy are still in there, but they're just 1 turn
I like
each.
the idea
Yeah.
of not allowing you
Whereas like
to kill this thing
getting
next
out on the board
turn,
and getting
with
some
this one
primaries is going to matter
potentially
soon. So
Next turn, I don't think you're gonna be able to kill this in combat. You only did.
I think he has enough now on the point 4 to control it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 versus
Plus-
there's like 4 or 5 on there. Yeah.
They're in range of the command barge, though.
So it's actually 3 each. Yeah. So he's definitely got that.
I think I'm gonna keep them there to screen you out for another turn. actually, what we'll do is this. Out of the 18-inch Overwatch, holy crap, 18 inches you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do this.
Yeah. I was like, they are, 18 inches, pretty good.
So I want them all to be within 18 inches of this little unit.
Yeah, the guy right in front. Yeah.
So what I'll do is this.
Yeah, you should be able to be
my
within
big
18
question
of them. Oh yeah, you
is
can back
where's
up. You need to back
Tyler
up
gonna
actually.
put
You're already
down
within
his
18 there.
octopus?
So just back up behind. Ooh.
The death
I know where
marks
that guy is. He's super neat.
and his
Yeah.
Technomancer.
I
Yeah. There you go. You're
One
there.
good option
Yeah,
is
you got it.
perhaps because he's got the bottom right. He's got a lot of stuff to respond there, and it's just gargoyles to deal with. That top left back corner might be open enough that he could put. Oh, but there's a spore mine
Yeah.
right there. Look at that. That spore mine is just positioned
On the back
Yeah,
side
you
of
should
those
screen out that
lines.
corner.
Like here.
Because if he wasn't there, I would say that back corner is a great spot. You could fit some models in.
Why don't
You
do
have
ones, though?
some room to
So
come in and
these
shoot
that
to the
have
sides,
is-
charge if you want to get on the point.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, but
screened
that
out,
spore
that's
mine.
screened out. You have to find this line. You have to deploy back there.
I'm not going to
You deploy
entertain
back
the
there, that
soundboard
line should be
idea,
able to within six.
but
Yeah.
we would have
You
to
have
have
that
the
there. You have at least
RKO.
one.
Watch
Oh,
out,
yeah,
watch
that-
out, watch out!
Tail. It's ginormous.
Out of nowhere.
And, it's character.
Producer Lily approves.
Yeah, we're not
Remember,
doing
you need to
soundboard.
deploy with
Within 12.
They're for low now. Yeah,
For low.
for all of them.
Everything.
I could attach it to this. It's doable.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Oh, no.
Outside of
We are not entertaining the idea of
Outside of
soundboard.
that, within 12. 3-inch margin of error.
Now the question is, can I kill that with those 5? Certainly.
You just have like the
Worst comes worse.
no words, but the intro to the Tokyo Drift theme song. Just the first like 2 seconds.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
There's the reference every time.
It's okay.
Just
This-
enough
this
to
is
be
what I
under
got.
the whatever the limit is
Done
for
this.
copyright.
You know
You're
what we
no
should
longer
do?
screening
Like
your
our first
back
sticker
edge,
run
by the way.
should be a D6 with wheels and a spoiler.
There you go.
But watch, you're gonna get signals
Uh.
and behind enemy lines.
I know, right? It's the trigger.
Have you gotten
So
behind enemy
stupid.
lines?
I did get behind. I need deploy teleport homers and investigate signals are the two that.
So right now they're talking about the things where the spore mines go in the back.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, here, I'll give you the 12 from this side.
Yeah, back to the actual
You're
key.
definitely within range there.
Looks like the death marks have come
You're
down
already good.
in the bottom.
You're fine. you got it. You screwed me. I can't signals that side.
But I also have to be within.
Oh, within 3. That's the.
Yeah, I gotta stay
Yeah,
close
let me
enough to
give you
those
the 12.
warriors.
There we go. Yeah.
I think I'm good there.
Yeah, you're good.
All right,
Alright,
totally fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, let's shoot. I'm gonna start shooting
Oh, and the
over
Hex
here.
Mark
I'm
Destroyer
gonna
way
do,
at the top.
The blast
Yep.
weapon first. Yeah.
Yep. So you'll be +2.
While we're memeing, the
so
game
your
happens.
blast. So D6 +3. now?
Turns out
Turns out the game continues. The show never stops.
Or
they,
they're
they don't
12.
pause to let
Yeah,
us
so
meme
D6
for a bit. And then,
No,
Yes.
that is until we do the producer battle
Ooh, do it. Do it.
or
Start
the
CV.
broadcaster
Do
battle.
it for the Neuroguns.
Producer battle.
Do it.
Well,
I-
need to get
Producer
a
Lily.
I think I'm gonna. Because I want to kill this.
Producer Lily versus Producer Lily.
Yeah. One on each side. A pre-recorded game. You have 2 different outfits. Yeah. That'd be funny.
Okay.
All right, down to 1 CP.
Alright, so 8 shots. You're minus
Alright.
1 to hit because you're engaged.
Yep, but I didn't move this turn,
So you're back to 2s. Or 3s, yeah. Yeah, you come back.
Broadcaster battle when? Probably on year 1?
Not bad.
Year 1
okay.
anniversary?
And then 2s in the
Maybe
team,
sooner
or
than that, we'll
214?
We could do a grand narrative.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
4 and 84.
Early November.
And then I was in.
We're still
I
getting
was
some of our
within
November
range.
Oh,
dates.
definitely. Yeah, you got it.
Scheduled
scheduled.
around, yeah.
20 shots, 10,
We could even do a post
20.
grand narrative. Unless we face each other. If we face each other at the grand narrative, we have to film it.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
That'd be
Do
fun.
that. We're definitely gonna. We're both going to the Grand Narrative in November, November 17th.
Yeah.
We're gonna record some stuff there as well.
Yep, I'm going to have my GoPro.
Ugh.
And hopefully a second battery. Maybe a third.
Yeah.
Will they let me
So
fly
don't
with
leave
that?
Plus whatever. 3.
You just can't check it.
Yeah.
Yes, 3.
As long as you carry on.
Oh, there you go. You can convert it back. 8. No, 7. I think I have 4 guys in cover. Sure. At least. Yeah. So I'll do first 4. Looking for no AP, right?
Now I have the
Six
Tokyo
is down to
Drift
5.
stuck in my head.
And then at least 1 guy. Probably this guy's behind the room.
Which helps because last night
What do you think?
I was trying to go to bed
Okay.
and I had the things I can't change by the story so
The guy
far.
has to stay with incoherency.
And you are now out of range.
Yes, I should be out.
Which is a banger, by the way. Do recommend.
Cool.
But
I have one neuro tyrant,
hard to sleep
or
when
one
that's just
neurogon,
screaming
making
in your
it
head.
T3 instead of T8. That's
Looks like
excellent.
most of
Lovely.
these neurogons are gone.
I'm gonna shoot Locust Heavy
Neurogone.
Destroyer and Storming Sir.
What's the AP on that?
And really, they really only exist there as a buffer.
Yeah, for the neurotyrant.
They do let you extend out that synapse range, which is good, but they're there to just keep the neurotyrant alive a little longer.
I will
do.
3-roll that one. Oh, 6 damage.
6, yeah.
Takes, wow, takes 2.
What?
Down to 11.
Oh my god!
All of those shots, and it takes 2.
And it
All
takes
right,
two.
well,
Look, it averaged out with my CP spend, right? Or my free strat spend.
all these shots are gonna go into this one.
Yeah, makes sense.
D6 plus 1.
Pile it in, try and clear one of them.
Fucking send
That
it.
30 OC on the point. You gotta do
Oh,
my
my
God.
god!
So that's just.
something. 3 ones
It's
and
okay,
a
it should be
6.
dead.
Statistically, yeah, like you say, it should be dead. That's
Wow.
He made the save too.
really lucky, really unlucky.
Okay.
Big Sag.
6 lethal. Otherwise, it's gonna be 3s. Yeah.
6.
6s, yeah.
6 is down from the Flayer array.
3, 4.
Have you settled on your narrative list?
List, no, but I'm pretty sure we can bring my sisters.
Yeah.
5 ups. Okay. Takes 1. Down to 10.
And so that hurts. You've got the Neurogons. I still have 1 left, so you're not getting no prisoners there. And the Norn,
Nine.
sitting there with 8 wounds or so.
Yeah.
Like,
Also not getting no prisoners.
right.
You still have the Warriors and the Gaunts. And the Goyles. Sorry.
They just hit on 2s.
I don't know why.
Sick.
And
Strength
then,
6, right?
Strength 6.
So 5.
It's hard when you're trying to clear units.
Yeah. I mean, you have the Hexmark Destroyer into that Norn as
One
well.
save.
And the Hexmark dropped in.
At the top.
2
Oh, the Destroyer. Sorry, I was looking at the bottom
Takes
right.
one.
The
Down to 9.
Sorry, that's not the
Death
Hexmark.
marks.
That's the Locust Heavy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Galactopus has yet to come down, I think.
Yeah, and there's still other things to destroy, but like that hurts was like just 1 more, and you would have gotten some prisoners points. Those dice rolls, and you could have gotten another one, and then you're really securing it when you start destroying other things. Now, you care a lot more about these next couple targets, and that something happens to them.
Alright.
What do they hit on?
They're heavy, but that doesn't count because
They
they
move.
So they hit on 3s, so they.
So 4 now.
They're just 5, so it's going to be. Oh, -1 to hit.
From stealth.
From
Yeah.
stealth, okay. So 4s.
3. And
Three.
then
Strength 5.
6,
Perfectly
so
statistical.
1.
1, it'll be.
And 4 of them roll. Good.
Okay. The command barge has 3 shots.
I believe those might have been the Death
threes.
Marks into Death Sleeper.
Okay, 6s are lethal, so.
So 1.
And strength 5 into
So
2d6, so 5. Okay, so 2 at AP2.
Both go 3.
2 damage each.
Down to 2. Down to 2.
Death Sleeper's down at 2.
Real close.
So close. That would be an easy tank shot.
Lots of shots still available into
We
it
said
all
it
around.
is
So I think
within
Tyler
Benchmark,
will be able to
right?
see
Yeah,
that.
it has to be.
Or he's down to
shoot,
1.
So, I mean, we
CP
measured
up in the
pretty
top left
good. No, so hitting on 4s.
on the terrain.
Oh, yeah.
6s are lethal. Only 1 6. Oh no!
Oh.
Bad.
Oof.
Just
Oh.
fours.
I mean, he's gonna die for you.
Oh wow, actually, there's a
Oh.
lot of 3s in there. Yeah.
Like this.
That hurts.
That's fair.
And then
The
this
dice
is,
not in Tyler's favor right now.
5, so 5.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
5. No AP, right?
5 AP 0.
Oh, I'm a Marine player.
No.
Down to 1.
Wow.
wheel.
Death Sleeper getting ready to go to the big sleep.
Yeah,
Gargoyles seeing if they got the line of sight there. They've got to go around that bit of terrain.
Well, the gargoyles are
Oh, sorry.
Tyranids.
Yeah, what is he measuring then there? The Warriors? Oh, the Warriors.
If the warriors super stretched,
You
yeah.
can do 1 damage to you.
It's like a couple will be
Yup.
4, some will be out, the
That's
rest will be
right.
in.
I'm going to shoot with 2 of them here.
Whoa, spicy.
And the rest are going to go over here into
Ooh,
the
that's a risk, you know?
And then how
You
much-
still
He's
have
got more
tank.
guts. Yeah.
Well, not only that, you still have tank shock too.
Right.
That's the last guy.
Yes, last guy. So 2.
Now,
so they have
Tyler did a very
so this
smart
one's
thing
not
here
bad.
that I just clocked.
2 shots.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's the
He
it's the
put
Reaper.
those tomb blades
yeah, 1,
in the
5,
path
6,
of
7,
the Norn emissaries, so they can't
14,
charge the
so
tombs.
12.
Two, so
Right
yeah,
there in
so
the
I'll-
middle.
I'll do the
Position
one
them
with
there,
the
yep.
lightning first.
Blocking them, making you go
and then
chew
there's
through
2
something
shots.
else
so
first
4
before
there.
getting to the thing
So
you care
4
about.
going into the Deathly
And then 24 into the card. Cool.
That's
Hang on
4
three,
going to the thing.
Hang on.
4 shots.
4 shots.
2 guys for.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no!
Oh, attention!
This one
is,
matters.
Strength 5, so 5.
Strength 5, so 5. Nope.
Oh!
Oh,
Oof.
And the rest of them
sad.
going into 24.
It's alright. Still got the tank shock. And now, yeah, the gargoyles. They're gonna get mulched by this.
yeah.
4, hitting on 3.
Though I am surprised the Death Marks
Yes, yeah, really.
kill Death Leaper.
You've only shot at my stealthy
Yeah.
stuff, or you were engaged.
know,
So,
right?
you know.
This is like his first time shooting not at -1, pretty much.
This entire phase.
2 more lethals.
This one. Oh, wait, yeah. So 4 lethal so far.
Yeah, hitting on 3. Yeah. Alright, and then this is strength 5 and 2
Three.
3, so 3.
That looks like 9 saves. 10 saves.
So 5.
Oh, is there
10?
Is there AP on these?
10, yeah, AP1.
AP1. So the guys that aren't in cover just die. So then I'll start with the 3 that I
Oh,
have in
yeah,
cover.
Goyles have a t-shirt
We
save.
got 6s.
Mm, right.
They all dead. All
Oh.
right.
Oh, holy shit.
So that's
There
at
they
least
are.
2 points for overwhelming,
Yeah.
right?
For no prisoners? Yeah.
Is it no prisoners or overwhelming?
He has no
But I
prisoners
think
this turn.
it's supposed to shoot with.
Overwhelming was what the Tyranids had turn 1 that they discarded. This is no prisoners, which is 2 VP for each unit you destroy.
So we'll just charge over here.
2 max of 5.
1 CP left. Let's see.
Yeah.
Looks like it's a 3 or 4.
4.
See.
Here, I have a 4-inch stick. I have a 3-inch stick and a
From
4.
the
I got
whole-
6
Producer
for
Lily,
days for the
we just
month.
lost our
So it looks like
We lost our-
Let me do a 3.
view.
So you're outside of 3,
Okay.
so it's going to be a 4 on the dice.
There we go, it's back.
Yeah. And then you're tank shocking, I'm assuming.
Ooh,
maybe not.
I think I'm not going.
Ooh, spicy! Watch my 4s.
No tank
I
shock.
do fight
No
first.
tank shock.
No tank shock.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
tank shock?
No
No,
tank
I
shock.
think I'm just gonna fight him.
No tank
Bold.
shock.
I have death wounds. So.
It's Dev, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to see the tank
They all
shock.
hit. Toughness?
T.
But Death Leaper's fighting
So
first.
5s.
I believe.
Oh!
Death Leaper
And
does
what's
fight
strength?
first.
Strength 7.
Strength 7.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
so 5s.
Death Sleeper.
5 saves.
No, he's not sleeping anymore. He's in combat.
5 saves minus 2.
He's still laying down.
So 4 pinball.
Yeah.
He's sleep fighting.
4
So
damage.
2 go through. It's 4
It's like a
damage,
dog
right?
when they're
So
dreaming
now
of like
do
running through
Oh, the
flowers or
4,
something.
4 feel no pain because the sempiternal weave. 12. So
Oh.
it takes 3.
Sure, why not?
Alright. And he starts with 9, so it's down to 6. Yeah, I don't think I need this tank shock. Only
No,
have
I don't
one
think
CP
you need
left.
it either, to be honest.
So it's going to be 4 attacks hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Watch this.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And then
And the strength 8.
Strength 8, so 3s.
So 3s and
Threes,
these are-
and
I
any
still-
6 is just instant.
I wanted to see the tank
Oh my god!
1.
shock.
One at AP4.
1, 4 up.
Good.
Oh my god!
Hero.
I
Absolute.
should have taken
Absolute
Should've tank shocked.
biggest chat
Tank
Death
shock.
Leaper.
You gotta listen to chat.
Alright.
Or have
Well,
rerolled
I have combat
something.
over there.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, one of those
Um,
wounds maybe.
actually,
Yeah, if you're saving the
you-
CP from tank shock,
you
use it on
fight
the wound
first.
reroll. Yeah, that
Uh,
hurts.
'Cause
Look at that. So
I
like
can't
all of
charge
it, there's
so go ahead.
one
No, it's
Neurogaunt left.
controlling players.
There's,
Nice.
I mean, 8 wounds
Oh, it's
left
your
on the
turn.
Norn, but it should have died.
Should have died.
Oh,
There-
I felt weird.
one
I
wound
fought
left
first,
on
that's
Death
what
Sleeper.
happened.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
fought first.
And then
Wow,
just
I
the
can't do
gargoyles
that.
got cleared. That
Hero
hurts when you're
Death
doing no
Sleeper. Here's,
prisoners.
6 attacks for the little
Leaving a
ones.
bunch of stuff, it just barely,
4 saves, sure.
and no character.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my 4s
That's okay, your 4s are. Oh, yeah! Let's do it! Here's my big attack.
Now the dice are playing for him.
No! Dude, come on! No! 1.
This is heartbreaking.
I'm never gonna kill one.
You're never gonna kill one.
I'm not gonna kill it.
I'm not gonna allow it.
What did I do? I killed flayed ones? Hell yeah.
Yeah, the flayed ones are gone. That's about it.
Sick.
Killed a
It's okay.
Necron unit.
My
Here's your
Death Leaper
pin.
didn't die, I accept.
What's the t-shirt? I played against Necrons and all
Oh my
I
God.
I didn't kill anything versus Necrons and all I got was his lousy shirt.
You got 2 for no prisoners.
Technically, I'm supposed to fight you back here, but I don't want
Wait,
That's fair.
Hold on now.
you actually can't skip fighting.
I can't skip
You
fighting.
technically can.
Okay, then I'm fighting you. God, that Death Leaper.
That's the most
let's
dumb
see, melee.
roll.
Oh, it's 3 attacks going on 4. That's good. So 1 and strength 6, so 5's nothing check.
Excellent use of time. Love it.
You'll have to
okay.
toggle it back on there, yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Producer
Not
Lily's going to
gonna
try to
lie,
revive
yeah,
the
that
dice
was
cam.
pretty
I
nice.
should have tank shock.
Now that it's charged up a little.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
put
thought,
that on
like,
YouTube.
This guy's overloaded.
Camera revival.
I think you
Gotta
probably
move
should
the
kill
tray
him,
'cause I
to
think
be
it got
honest,
bumped,
But, you know, here
but-
we are.
Okay, so I just killed 1 unit. I got
Yeah,
2
so
points.
2 for no prisoners.
2 points. That's a rough
not good.
turn.
Assassination. I'm assuming you want to keep it because Death Leapers.
I'm gonna keep
Little
it.
more.
Yeah.
More. Alright, that's good. Good enough.
Okay.
We'll see how long this lasts.
My turn. I'm going to score,
There's a chance it won't.
10
Okay.
for objectives in No Man's Land. And,
All right, so at the top
select
of
missions,
turn
I'm gonna
3,
draw. Bring it down. All right,
Brandon
all right.
has
Maybe I'll
2
find
points in
a
No
way
Man's
out.
Land for 10.
And then capture enemy outpost.
Capture enemy outpost and bring it down.
This is
Yep.
turn 3.
That's again, it's a
Like-
good combo. I mean, capture enemy outpost. That's the point. That one's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
but,
that's undoable.
but bring it down. I mean, there's a lot of vehicles around that are taking some wounds.
The bikes aren't vehicles. The command barge, theoretically,
Okay.
could go down.
I mean, there's like, how much OC is on the point right now? 3.
Not much at all. Yeah, just 3.
Okay. All right. I can see like a theoretical where this actually happens this turn. Oh, I already spent my thing to discard it anyway, so I can't do it. I can't throw it away. So I have.
Producer Lily, thank you.
All right. So I go up to 2 CP. Cool. Let me see if I can give you a battle shock somewhere. For the memes.
Oh yeah, the Norns.
I
can
will give
force
it
someone to do
the
battle
Twin
shock.
Blades, 'cause they're right there.
Sure.
Battle shock for me, please. So, they are good. Okay, cool. Excellent.
It's funny that our dice cam is
That's
in
it.
such high
I'm
def.
gonna do anything else in the command
Sorry, it's the
phase.
Neurolictor that gets to force someone to do
Could
battle
put
shock.
that guy into
The
+1 advanced
Neurolictor's gonna
charge.
be
Let's
terrain right there in the
Yeah.
middle.
need to do some measurements.
Stupid, sexy Neurolictor.
So he's only taken 1. Oh, he said 11, so he's taken
10, 11, taking 3.
3. So we can go 5.
And monsters can just walk out of combat.
Oh,
He'll
so he's thinking if he
I need to shoot this thing to death. This thing is at 8 wounds.
gets as deep as he can in there, so he's
This
saying
thing
you'd have
needs
to
to
clear
die,
the
and then make this
thing he's
charge.
fighting.
And I can consolidate onto the
Does he have a
Yeah,
fallback
okay.
in charge?
That seems like a good plan to try to score 8 secondary points.
What do you do?
I'm gonna fall back and charge or shoot and charge.
Oh, here?
And then I'm gonna move to 10.
Ooh,
It's like
spicy.
it's like a 5-inch charge into the heavy destroyer.
I'm assuming that's a
And
stratagem.
then I can consolidate
And I
onto
will
the point if
consult
I
the
kill
fancy new
this
Tyranids
thing in the
codex to
shooting
confirm
phase,
Consult
that.
the
and I'm pretty
tome.
sure I will kill
Oh,
that
that's
thing
beautiful. Look at all
melee if
these.
I touch it.
Okay.
So
Gross.
I think that is the
Bug
one. It doesn't have an
weapons.
invuln, right?
Gross.
What doesn't?
The heavy destroyer.
The heavy destroyer does not.
Okay. Yeah. I think
Neither
I-
of us have Xeno. Well, you do
I
have
can't kill
GSC,
that.
but you don't play Xenosaurus.
Well, no.
My largest army
I think I
and
can
my
because
least painted
I-
army
It's GSC.
is Tyranids.
When it
Oh, you have
falls
Nids.
They were my
Well,
first
then I
army.
can go,
Have you
Fine.
played them?
Yes, I played them a bunch in 8th.
and I think I'll be outside of.
When I got back into Warhammer, they were all I had.
Yeah.
That's 2 editions ago. That doesn't.
Oh, if I can actually.
Yeah, I have
get
not
them
played
out.
them in 10th.
Um,
Producer Lily plays them when we do boarding actions games.
Hmm.
Synaptic Nexus. So
Next page.
Tail.
Yeah,
Because there's
that's
6.
good. Right?
what is
Because I can stay within 1 inch while falling back and not
Okay.
go. Yeah. So.
Oh, is that one of his synaptic abilities? Fall back and charge?
I looked here.
So
There's a
while
5 up
I'm here, I'll
invul.
do
There's
that.
+1
I'll
to
just
advance
do
and
that.
charge rolls.
So
There's add 1 to the hit roll.
5 to here.
There it is. Override Instincts. One Tyranids unit from your army that is within synapse range of your army and made a fallback move this phase. In your movement phase can become eligible to shoot and declare a charge this turn. There you go.
That's just
That was 1 CP.
some lizardmen shit from Warhammer Fantasy. Their primal instincts, I think it was, or
So you-
cold-blooded.
Override your instincts.
Yeah. It was either that or cold-blooded instincts or something like that,
Think
because they are Lizords.
is I want to
The
back that guy up.
I will say they talked about the army rules being on like one
one
double
page
page spread, and it's really nice. I mean,
That
if you guys
is.
have seen in the new codex.
compared to 9th, where it's like
you're flipping through books. Like this is literally left side is detachment rules and enhancements, right side is stratagems. And yeah, your army rules on a different page, but that's
Whatever.
not too bad. That's
You
really
already
nice.
know your army rule.
Right. Right, the detachment's the thing you might change from game to game
Okay, so I actually don't need to sit there anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything.
if you're trying out the different
So,
versions
Yeah.
there, different play styles.
And now Brandon is contemplating moving off of objective in the top because that's
It's going away next turn,
Stupid
right?
nerds.
It's not going to be there by the time.
Oh, I actually owe you a battle shock test on them. He's good.
And in Synapse, 3d6, so the odds get really, really, really in your favor for.
May the odds
So, Victor,
ruined for that phrase. There are a couple phrases that are just ruined,
Mhm.
right there.
and that is one of them.
I haven't actually seen any of those movies. Only
They're
the books.
they're a
This
lot
time Tyranids is
different
going to
than the
advance.
books visually, because the books
No
don't
matter
really
what,
talk
you're gonna
about
win that guy, so-
what life is like in the capital,
Mm-hmm.
but the movies show a lot of it.
Mm.
And they give you they change some things to make things different. Like, you know,
Sure, I can't see.
in the first book, the girl dies from eating those berries that are poisonous. Well, there's a scene beforehand where she's identifying poisonous plants.
Oh, to like.
So it's like it goes from just being you're stupid to
Super dead.
was this
Why are they on the table?
intentional?
Biovore.
In the word we can't say on YouTube,
Make sure I have the 18 there.
starts with an S.
Knowledge bubble.
Ah.
Over there.
So it just makes
I need to
things
bring the
just
Ripper Swarms down. That's
blah.
actually a thing to
There's
remember.
a couple really good threads on
It's turn 3.
Interesting.
the movies.
This Pyro
At that
War-
point in time, I was very deeply in the if it's popular culture, I hate it phase of my life.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I never really watched it.
So wanna stay
Probably
pop
also
over there?
because the Twilight movies were so bad.
They were.
They're really fun to make fun of.
I don't know. Maybe it'll just like move up and be annoying. Screen something. Doesn't want to be on a point. Actually,
They
he's
also
done
started
overwhelming
the.
force.
We're gonna split the. I mean, it was
So-
the Harry Potter and Twilight and all those things in that era. They were like, we're gonna split
was
the last
really
one, and
bad.
that's why
Yeah.
there are now 3
I
parts
remember
to the
all
end
those
and the
shows.
death.
Oh.
The last Horus
I don't
Heresy
think
book.
so.
If there's enough going on in each book,
Right.
then I would say warranted.
I wanna make sure
But with like the Deathly Hollows books, I don't think there was.
just in case.
Even with,
think
I
we should
just
have
finished
one
the end of the
on
death
there.
a
You
couple
already
months
did
ago,
prisoners,
and
so
I.
it's there.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was really cool, but it definitely felt like there was some padding and stretching going on. It felt like he just did less editing
Like,
rather
if you spend
than
the
wrote
Overwatch,
more
You don't have any
Stuff.
like content.
in that
Yeah.
area.
One day I'll get there.
In that area.
I need to get the 10th
If I
book,
fall back,
whatever's after
doesn't
Mechanica.
really do anything.
I don't remember.
It does exist. for
Producer
another
Lily and I
show.
are now re-listening. Well, it's re-listening for me, but
And
listening for the
Assassinate
first
is
time
anytime,
for
right?
Producer Lily to a bunch of the Horus Heresy books, and it's
Yeah,
really fun
okay,
to
I'll
go
fall
back to
back.
them.
I don't think there's a reason
The
to
first
do
3
that
are so
quickly.
good. The first
Would you like
4 are
to,
so
Yeah.
good.
Overwatch?
Yeah, we just finished Flight of the Eisenstein as well.
Oh, it's
Today.
such a good book.
With him?
Oh, I
It
guess
makes me
you can't
love
Overwatch
Garrow.
before I move because.
And at the same time,
um,
think Garrow's just a bit of a
engaged.
Mary Sue.
So it'd have to be at
But
advanced
Yes.
position.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right, so he's we're thinking about the Overwatch here because before he's fine. So it'll be the after.
That he's not.
Yeah, but he's definitely
You
shootable
can
there.
Overwatch if you want.
No Overwatch.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, the Death Marks
Not
aren't who you want to
like
Overwatch with. You want to Overwatch with
anyway.
the big shots
you
of the
know.
barge there.
You can
Big
see-
shots of the barge
you can
or the
check.
warriors.
It's just within 6 months.
The
Right, where you
sleeper,
have the volume to get the sixes.
the Death Sleeper
Cool.
coming in
No
strong.
charge, but he's chilling.
The whole reason
like
why I
a
have
villain.
Flamestorm Aggressors is just
All
because
right.
they're
Yeah.
so useful.
I think that was it.
Volume.
Oh, I have this nerve.
And especially
Well,
with
and the
flame.
auto hit.
Auto
It
hit,
does
right?
want to start moving up. Yeah.
Yeah, I've Overwatched once or twice with the bolt
Right.
gauntlets,
Mm.
and rolled far fewer sixes
Than
than
you should.
statistically, and then I regret it. Every time I Overwatch with anything but a flamer, I regret it.
Every time I Overwatch, I regret it.
Even with the flamer?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Because most of the time I'm standing in front of something that's not going to be wounded by a flamer on anything less than a 5.
Right.
So it's like, even though they're twin linked, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's just so many shots, and usually whatever I'm overwatching is
Okay.
the closest target, so they're AP1. But it's still just like, that's never enough.
Those Norns tagging out just to the edges of that objective there.
I believe that top one might be in combat with
Oh,
two
sorry.
ones.
Uh,
It is.
not yet.
TM. scared me.
That's the new feature that we have.
think
I don't like
That
it.
probably didn't come out of our
All of my
stream.
movement.
Great.
All right.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, that's all of my movement. Okay, they're both just touching the point. Both chilling. Oh, I need to drop
Producer
the-
Lily has a
that's-
microphone
that's
now
what
and
I
can
was
talk
thinking
into our ears.
about.
And we might need to work on the volume a little bit.
Oh, you know what?
We're sitting here chatting, and I'm like
we're
listening
coming in
very
hot.
intently to the kind of quiet studio
Oh,
room.
yeah.
Blah.
Oh no.
The
Yes.
TH was it the
Yeah. All around you.
And then where's the other one?
what is that? Was it? It's not THC. It's TH.
No,
Monkey
THQ.
somewhere.
THQ. I've had a long day.
I'm gonna forget that
I
all there.
drove for like 5 hours
Same
today.
thing there, same thing there.
THQ.
Score 9 is good.
Blah. The loudest sound you'll ever hear.
Skill bar, block at 9.
Dude, that in theaters is just
And there's the
devastating.
Spore Mine still blocking out
Okay.
that corner.
And there's our Ripper
shooting.
Swarm
We'll start with
Yeah.
this
just
guy
at the top
into
of that,
the,
just for the same reason.
do you think
Just keep zoning, keep
Yeah.
making.
4 shots.
'Cause that hex-
Or, sorry, 6 shots plus 3.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s.
That hex mark has to come in next
Moving
turn.
on 5s.
Right?
Big octopus. Oof.
Yep.
That was a very bad
That's
one.
how it
Why is
goes.
it like this? We'll shoot
As,
this guy.
One legendary artist has
To
said.
him. I'm going
That's
to
just the way
do
it
the
is.
free battle tactic, to do the reroll ones and to hit and wound. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I'll save it. I'll save the reroll.
Things will never be the
Saying
same
that doesn't actually matter. So
after this
hit,
game.
both hit.
And the same thing.
And the same thing. Oh, 2 saves, -4.
Nice roll.
Ooh.
How much damage?
First one will be 5. How much does it have left?
D6 plus 2.
Okay, second one kills it.
Alright.
Does it blow up? Don't do it!
Hey, he's getting
Okay.
that vehicle.
Hey, that's a bring it
And
down.
on the turn when you have bring it down.
Spooking me out. Alright, so that's one bring it
He
down.
killed one. He killed
how
2
many is it?
things.
14, so that's 3. No, 4 with the second one. Okay, well, that's your turn.
Yeah, it has see, 14
this other
wounds, so
execution is gonna
I'll bring it
fire
down.
Into, that doomsday.
Be 4
Okay, so
points
6
right there.
shots.
Woof.
2s. 5s. No. Okay.
Ouch.
Cool.
Twice on those 5s. Nothing.
Oh,
This
it hurts.
assembler will fire into the Doomsayer. Okay.
I'm surprised he's not using the grappling cannon again. The,
Well, he wants the plus 2
the
to.
harpoon. Yeah, but he wants the +2 to charge on the destroyer that he's charging on the
The
objective.
destroyer doesn't count as a vehicle, does it?
And your harpoon! 6.
I'm not sure. Let's find out.
I think he is shooting the harpoon into
It's the Locust heavy destroyer.
Correct. No,
It's not. It's
This
mounted.
guy's gonna fire
mounted.
here.
It's
it's a
fly.
bike.
Nice one to hit.
That makes sense then.
What else is he shooting at?
Yeah, 'cause it's gonna be a
Nothing.
monster or
Actually,
vehicle.
this guy's
Get
also
that
shooting
+2.
nothing. We'll fire there first because I think that's just damage.
The Hive Tyrant.
10.
Did the Hive Tyrant? Did the Walker get a new updated kit, or is it still the old one?
Thanks, Simkit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice kit.
T5. 3.
It's very nice that it builds 3 different options.
Yeah,
7 saves. -2 ignores cover.
I've always liked the Hive Tyrant.
So,
The Walker,
Yeah.
or well, any of the Tyrants.
Well, and I have the old Forge World like double Death Spitter arms that aren't a viable option anymore,
Yeah.
or aren't an not even viable, just aren't an option. It's just not a choice you can take anymore.
that's
And those Tomb Blades are down.
Yeah.
all right. This guy. How many wounds does the destroyer have? 4.
It's gotta be careful because that's his charge target.
And how much armor?
He could charge
8
down
armor?
into the Technomancer down.
Yeah,
T6.
it's a little further.
That's a lot further.
Just give me the defensive stats.
The
I think I should be able to
Pythagorean.
kill this
But
guy.
it's one of those things
If
where
I
like if you
can't
could
kill
shoot
this
it
thing with the
just
Morgan
enough
Simulator,
to,
3 of save,
you know,
4 wings.
bring it down so
Yeah,
that you're
okay.
for
It
sure
should
gonna
be
get it in
okay.
melee and get that consolidate onto the point.
I hate.
Well, you
I
wouldn't
hate
get bring
saying
it down.
that. It should be okay.
No,
Yeah, all right. It should be okay.
You're gonna shoot or charge?
I'm just gonna charge it. I don't think I should shoot it. Actually, the shots won't kill it because it's you said 4 wounds, toughness 6.
Yep.
3s. Within
Can you
range.
just
it's
shoot?
Yeah, okay.
the-
2 shots that do
No,
6+1.
no.
It could kill
So
it.
stupid. It is stupid. I won't.
Yeah,
Okay. Nice.
You could
I
shoot the
protected my
Technomancer
sanity.
that's attached to the warriors.
All right, let's get a charge.
Well, it would go into the warriors.
Still,
Yeah.
well, it's not going to do anything.
Oh, sorry, the Norn
I'll
already
shoot
shot
the
the
Firewall.
barge.
Might as well shoot the Firewall.
There's two.
Yeah, let's shoot the.
Sorry, the assimilator already shot the barge.
Wait, you repair anyways, and it's not hurt, right? I'm not gonna guess. Doesn't matter. Biowar.
All you do is you let him
Biowar
move more
will
warriors onto
indirect
the point
shot.
when he
Yeah.
brings them back. It's like free movement.
Yeah, we'll indirect shot the Doomsday Arc over there. Sure.
Biowar shooting the Doomsday
Two
Arc
shots.
at the top.
Hitting on 4s. Both hit. Wow, excellent. Strength 6, needing 5. 1 at minus and nothing because of the cover that you inherently get. You're good. Cool. That's good. Alright. Yeah,
That
gorgeous.
Biofor? Not that
we'll
one,
do
because it was the
charge
old
that matters
model.
down there.
One of Brandon's Biovors killed the lion at
9,
Tacoma.
that should be totally
Get
enough.
fucked.
He had 1 wound left, and he was
Yeah.
like, he was about to shoot the spore mines, and he went, wait, I'll have one of them shoot indirect the lion, just in case.
Did just enough.
There we are, yeah, there's the charge. He's in. He's on the point.
Yoink.
All heroically intervene.
Oh shit, you have 2 CP?
I have 2 CP.
Oh, he's got the character there, and he'll be able to stretch some warriors back there. Now he's going to be stretched quite thin,
Yeah, you should be able to.
and as he starts taking warriors off, it's going to become a problem.
Charge. So, yep.
Assuming that guy's
Nice.
attached to the
Alright,
warriors.
so
Yeah.
don't flip enemy outpost.
I dislike the changes to.
Engaged. It's funny.
Heroic.
Yeah.
So everybody that
I
is
just like
in
they have
range
to roll
has
for
to
it.
get to base if they can, which is exciting.
I like that. I like that you could do it from further.
We're gonna
I like
do
that it's
yeah.
6.
Oh yeah, definitely.
2 CP for 6, like a guaranteed 6-inch movement, is fine. I hate that there's a randomness to it now.
On average, you'll roll 7.
How much OC is this thing?
It's
It's just 5.
43%,
Yeah, so
47%
You roll 7's more than half the time. On
on 2 dice. It's
7 is the middle of the curve.
yes, but it is less than 50%.
7 or better is more than 50, is what I'm saying.
It's I still don't.
Yeah.
It's the same thing from 9th. You spend a CP for a stratagem, and then there's a chance that it happens.
Right.
That
I-
feels really bad.
I was gonna say, in general, I agree with that. Like sort of as a rule that like if you're spending CP on it, it should take the randomness away. I also felt less so now with free war gear, but when it costed 10 or 15 points, and you roll your 100 killer missile and it misses, I'm like just make the 100 killer missile always hit.
Or just make a hit on 2s.
A lot of them do hit on 2s, but
Most of them hit on 2s.
Yeah, but it's
Unless
just
you're
like-
playing like guard, which I think they hit on 3s.
some of them
Once you
yeah.
have 3 on, you're good. Because that's 9, right?
I always forget
Oh,
that
like you
like
can't even-
the
yeah.
repulsor and repulsor executioners
you
get
can
one.
Swing inside to get within 6.
He's
I'm
got.
actually within 6.
Oh, okay, right. Because it's in a pile, and this is his charge move. Yeah, he's got to be stretched out just right.
Now I just have to make sure that
You get coherency.
I am in coherency. So
And
Oh, he's gonna try and even stretch out towards the middle there.
and Xeris isn't part of the unit.
He's
I have
not.
to end up closer to this.
He's
You
a
do
load
have
up.
to be closer.
So at some point I can't just like move.
I believe so. I believe he gets lone op when he's near
All
other
you do is
infantry.
I'll do this.
Yeah.
Let's pull it up. Luminor Xeris.
There he is.
Yep.
Illuminor, yeah.
Yep, within 3 inches of one or more other friendly Necron units. It's lone op. There it is, that stretched out, and it's the I always call it the bone shape because you have a long
Other
thing and there's like
charges
2 on each end, so it forms like a little like a
So you're
cartoon
obviously
bone.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they might have to be. Yeah. The Neurolictors.
There he goes, and then he's gonna hold the point.
Neurolictor
Fails.
tread a
All three
long
reroll.
bomb into
Yes, I have it.
the Doomsday
That's
Arc.
on the 10.
Ooh.
Yep.
Continuing to be annoying.
Stupid,
Into
sexy
this
Neurolictor.
side. Actually, I want to go all the way to here. To move them.
You wouldn't put
And then
thigh
the,
high.
Purpose one will try to charge.
He can't even finish the sentence.
No, you wouldn't put thigh high boots. Thigh high latex
Okay.
boots.
That was it.
What is the
for
super long gloves called? What are those?
Is that it for charge?
I don't know.
There's a fashion term for those.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay.
On your Neurolictor, would you?
Where do I start?
I mean, I did paint my Desolation Marines
Yeah, I'll start
with
I'll try
Nerf
to kill the
guns. I
heavy,
painted
sorry.
them Nerf gun
There's
colors.
the,
God, I hate
yeah, just
Desolation.
so
I'm glad that they too expensive now.
5 hits.
I fucking
T6
despise them
Yep.
so much.
Oh, sorry. This if it's 6 attacks, it's a little one. So 3s. 2 saves. -2.
We'll go 5s.
3 damage. And then the big
Down to
ones.
1.
3 hits. 3 saves. AP -3.
There we go.
6s. Yeah, done.
Alright, that's a very, very dead
Yeah.
heavy destroyer.
Yep.
All right. Your attack's
And
back.
it's the correct choice, right? It's the big gunny matters.
Oh, sorry, I
The
have no
warriors,
charge.
you would
I
clear
have
them,
no
and then there would be
Yeah,
more on the
it's
point.
funny.
Now, right now it
wow.
could be interesting
All
if
right,
you take
well,
enough out.
Strength 6, so 5s.
You don't even have to kill like
3 saves.
4 of them before it would matter on the end there. But you could,
Two.
you know, set off the fuse.
Yeah.
Right? If you clear just enough on the end there, then boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
Now he does have
to
a pylon
go
and a
first.
consolidate to clean that
Doesn't
up,
matter.
so.
4
2
hits.
hits. T6. Or T5, I think, actually. Might matter, I don't know.
I don't even know.
Now this is back into the Neurolector from the Doomsday arc. Was called it Ghost arc.
Takes 1. So that's 6. Put this 6 by him. Sure.
Takes a wound down
Oh,
to
wait, here.
6.
I'll give you a D6. I was like, wait a minute.
There's a smarter way to do this.
And then your...
Consolidate, I'm not going to do anything to this thing, but we'll do it. So, Technomancer, 3s, Strength 5, T 11, 6s, 1 at AP 2.
1 at AP2. That's good.
Alrighty.
And then I
Good
have
saves.
4 warriors, 3s.
Oh,
These
wow.
guys get plus 1 AP, so because they're within range of Luminary Eras, so it's
They're definitely in range of Ceres because
He's, yeah.
right in the middle of their
Alright.
stretched out line.
That's that. Let's see.
It's really
I'm
interesting
going to
now also that like
discard
that heroic intervention,
capture
like
enemy
it's the
outposts.
warriors intervening, right? Like not
And
just
then you
not just like a
get-
lone
you have
character.
1 CP
Because
at this
heroic
time.
intervention was originally like
Just for the
seemed like it was
characters.
originally designed just for the characters for those situations because they were no longer attached to the unit. That if you charged the models, that the character could still get in.
Yeah, but it'll get the
Now
plus
that they get to
1
pull
per-
the other things with them,
Oh yeah, we are.
it's a
Oh,
it has
I
a,
see.
serves
Yeah,
a
yeah,
very
once you
different
select it, it'll go
purpose.
for it.
Incredibly.
Discarding capture enemy.
Yeah,
But-
sorry, capture enemy outpost, because that's definitely not happening.
Yeah.
Alright.
Brandon is
And
never going
now-
to capture an enemy outpost because now those warriors are on that
Right.
objective and they're
With a
OC
ton
3.
of OC. Exactly.
So down to 0 CP now.
0 CP,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get extend battle lines.
Extend battle lines.
And extend battle lines for Tyler.
We'll get assassination, extend battle lines.
And he kept assassination.
Keeping assassination.
So before you score, I'm going to do the once per game. Everyone take a battle
Oh
shot.
no! Okay. Okay. And is it
Yep.
any kind of modifier?
Shadow in the warp.
I have 0 CP.
There
too.
is a
So
-1 modifier.
everybody within 6 inches takes -1 over here.
-1.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll start here. 7s. So I have 0 CP.
It's -2 total. It doesn't
so
matter. Battle shocked. Right, then put them out. So they're
Yeah,
battle
so
shocked.
the Neuro Tyrant just
Okay,
being
and
on
then
the board
question
gives
is,
everyone a
this is
-1.
battle shock,
Ouch.
on the point,
And
right?
there's someone else who in
So
an
it
aura
needs
gives
to-
another -1.
So it's a
Death Sleeper?
-2. So
Might
Minus
be.
2.
because of the Neuro Tyrant
So it
as
goes
well.
to 9.
So it goes
Yes.
to 9.
Oh,
Sleeper.
-1
man,
if you're
so
below
nine
starting
primary,
strength.
turn, battle
That's
shock.
the hope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Done.
Battle shocked. And then your commander.
Commander.
Oh, did the warriors just battle shock?
Right.
Yeah, battle shock. And then
Everything's
They are still OC1.
Everything's battle
Because
shock.
of the +1, right?
Because of the
Battle
counter.
shock failed.
But
Cool.
the assimilator might have
He's,
the point now.
he's now OC5.
They only get -1.
Assimilator's OC5, and there are
Five.
only 4? No, 5 at the point.
Reanimator.
So the
battle
time.
shock. Get rid of these dice.
I'm out
Dude,
of,
everybody's
That's
failing.
oh right, oh yeah, let's use your sweet tokens. Why are we using?
Everything is battle shock.
Yeah, everything is battle shock. So
Oh
far.
my
This is pretty
gosh.
good.
Everything is failing.
The dice are not liking Tyler today.
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
Okay.
That's the most failed battle shock tests I've ever seen.
Yeah, same.
Reserves.
Osiris is good.
Tyler, I think you'll need to buy some Waystone dice to replace
And
those today.
then The
I think we only have one set left.
I see it right up there.
Do we do the reanimator?
I can't sell him anything.
This thing is right.
Tomorrow.
Cool.
Tomorrow at Hobby Day.
Ooh.
All right, so you'll 0 out for primary again.
Again.
Oof.
have to just be like
Well,
that.
the Warriors should be
I think it's
OC1.
still worth it to try to deny
They're on the
that.
point in the
Oh,
block.
Yes.
you prevented 8 points. That's totally
Producer
worth
Lily.
it.
Producer Lily, if you get their attention, the
100%
Warriors are
worth
still
it, yeah.
OC1.
Do I have anything over here?
From the command barge.
Oh, they
they're
are.
still
They
OC1.
are.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's right.
So
Yeah.
that means
And
he's
that's from
tying
the,
that top
um,
objective.
Yep.
Barge.
The barge.
Yeah.
And does that work when he's battle shocked?
Yeah, because it's not a. It's just an
Yeah,
ability.
his is
It's
just
just an
a
ability.
aura. It
Yeah,
doesn't turn
ability,
off
yeah.
when he's battle shocked. So
Yeah,
he still will
that's-
control that bottom point.
Good call. So you'll get a 5.
I got
which
five. All right.
is
Woo!
5.
Well, that's
On the
too
board.
bad.
That's too bad. Okay, let's do some reanimation here. What needs to go up? It's the barge, 2d3.
It's like literally
Goes up to 4.
all but 1 unit, all but 2 units.
So,
Something like. I don't think the top one is battle shocked.
The
for the-
reanimator's not battle shocked, and the top barge is not battle
3,
shocked.
7.
Everything else is battle shocked.
Ouch.
Anything else down in? No, we're good. Okay, so we'll go into movement phase. So I got assassination and extend battle lines. I need to kill this stupid lictor. Oh gosh.
And extend battle lines. He just has to
Chilling, man.
control
He's
something in
just
no man's
chilling.
land and his home objective, right?
Grand old time.
Yep.
Done.
Well, he does need to
Yeah,
move
everything
something
over
over
here.
to take his
I mean,
home
this-
objective.
this
Just move that
Tied right
reanimator
now,
over.
Right?
Reanimator just needs to
Okay.
pop over.
Right? Or one of the or that barge
Guess
or
I'll
whatever.
throw a hex mark over yonder.
He almost has that with just the warriors.
Yeah. Super close.
There. But then I can't see in here, right?
Oh, that's
Thing
true.
is-
You'd have to be on this. Can you even get over here?
No, we
No. Can you go that way? Yes.
gotta shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely kills him.
Oh, he needs to die.
The Galactopus over for the Death Leaper.
Okay.
Yep, there he is.
Um,
He's got a lot committed to that Death Sleeper.
Remember when he could have tank shocked? Which fun remembers. Oof. Oof.
But you don't want to commit anything to the top objective. It's going away.
Yep.
And that middle,
Which dark will advance.
you gotta start getting there soon. Maybe with the warriors,
So it's gonna be
have them fall back into it next turn.
Something.
And we're saying
You got to get on that
so
objective.
Just because I mean he is going second, so turn 5 he will get to react and then be
Yeah,
on it. So maybe
but-
he can shoot, if he can shoot even one of those emissaries, like kill even one of them, then the
That's
warriors being on
huge.
there is plenty.
Yeah.
Did
Right.
you fall back? Or am I still in combat with you here?
No.
No, you
I
fell
fell
back.
back.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's right. So I'll move.
The middle objective stays. Number 1 is the only objective that will stay.
Yes, it's the 2 side objectives going away. First, the top left will go away at the end of this round, or rather, at the start of the next round. And then, yeah, that bottom right will go away turn
What
5.
I'll do is I will. Fall back with the. Let's see. What has a firing line here? Nothing. I think that Doomsday Arc has a firing line here. I need
so.
to somehow do 6 damage to that thing.
9.
Oh, it's 9.
Yeah. So I think you'd have to move.
Did it heal?
You're
The
good.
command
This is
barge?
going
Or the
away
Doomsday
next.
No, the
This is
Nord.
going away next turn.
This is going away next
Yeah.
turn.
This
said
stays.
9, I thought it
the middle is the. Is
I
the
remembered
amendment.
8, but
Okay.
Yeah. That one goes away.
They re-rolled it
at the start of
because
my
he rolled
turn.
too many
This
dice
I'm
with
not
the
gonna
dev
be able
ones
to
and he
get-
said
that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm tied up here. That's the whole reason. Now, these things are still 15 OC each,
Yeah.
right? So you have 30 OC.
30 OC on the point.
Just always on that point, because that's the one they
Question is,
pick.
what do I do with Luminer's Air? Is this even worth dealing with this anymore?
I mean, the middle
If I
objective being the
could've
one that's
charged
staying,
here,
you do
I
need
would've
to
denied
clear one of
you.
them.
But I had to prevent you from getting 8 points.
Yeah,
on
8 points is
secondary.
like instantly.
Yeah, it's a big swing.
If I didn't do
Such a
this,
big
I would
swing.
charge here and deny you primary next turn.
Yep.
Excuse me.
But I
You could
think I
fall
basically
back
just
with the
have to
warriors this
hunt
turn.
around,
Stage
prepare
up in
for,
that
like,
middle building,
overwhelming
so
force
that next turn you can
Oh, yes.
walk onto that middle objective.
Sorry.
I think I should
Bad habits.
remain tied up here.
I do it too.
Actually, no, I'll
The
fall
dice,
back.
yeah.
Yeah,
the fall
I
back.
keep
You
it
are
in one
battle
hand.
shocked.
4
So,
or 5.
so when I
just
fall
fuck
back,
with it.
I take a desperate escape test for
Every
I
single
always
model.
Arrange mine to like perfect little grids in the corner.
And I do more mortals to you.
How very
I'm at
ADHD of you.
Cool. Makes sense.
So now I just have to be
That way, when I
prepared over
go to
here
get them, I can be like, okay, 16, great, that's 4 rows.
Just
Then I
count
have to
fast.
bring-
Do you-
I have
I can't
brought
count fast.
everything.
Like, oh, that's 5. Oh, that's 5. Oh, that's 5.
Movement.
Drop
Should I
1.
do-
There's
should I
14.
stay- should I go? I can fire into combat here, right?
You can fire into combat there. Oh, yes.
With a but not with a blast weapon.
I don't know.
'Cause you
Correct. You can't
you
shoot a
can't
blast
fire
weapon.
into a combat with a blast weapon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So unless you fall back, you will not be able to shoot me there.
So there's no possible way I could deny you this eight massive, 16 points.
Yeah. I mean, even if you fell back and moved on, remember
Actually,
only
you
goes
aren't
to
on
one.
this point anymore, but
I'm
it's,
not on
it's
that
going
point,
away.
but
But
it
this
goes
is so these are going to be worth 8 each next turn, turn 4.
Right.
And I'm not going to be able to shoot you off, so I think I just hunker down and I stay here.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I feel like the
we'll
Necrons
go
waited
into
a
the
little
shooting. I
too
guess
long
I'll
to try and come
shoot
out.
And it was because he was trying to dodge those
Yeah,
spore
just
mines.
like-
I think that's one of
shoot
those,
at the
like,
exit
if you've
here,
played
set
against
my
Tyranids
big
doing
gun,
fixed,
3d6
you have
+1,
trauma
Yeah.
from those spore mines. I played Mike's
So
Tyranids
plus one,
in
minus one.
Pod League right after Tacoma.
Oof.
And then actually it's like 3s.
And the very first thing I did was target those biovores with my indirect and get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because like I don't want it. I don't want those biovores ruining my day with spore
Yeah.
And
mines.
then all the little guns are going to go in.
Yeah. I have stealth. Doesn't matter. You're already at -1, so.
This is going to be
Oof.
4s.
Ouch.
6s are lethal. No, 6s.
That is.
And then.
Youch.
5.
Oh no, 4s. So T5.
Strength 4.
Oh, 5s. Okay, there am I.
So that's going to be 3.
Takes 2.
Okay.
Do I get cover in melee?
I don't
I don't
I
think
won't
so.
allow it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think so. But
No.
doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll shoot over here at the.
No.
You don't get cover from
thing
their
I've been
model.
trying to
Alright,
kill
stealth,
No,
so many
but-
times.
Stealth can't do it. Can't kill him. It's actually
If
impossible.
technically there was part of
Actually,
something
that's
halfway in the way, I don't know. I'd have to look up.
That's 2.
He's entirely
so
in the
Yeah,
way.
they're just facing each other. Yeah.
Oh my god!
What a hero!
Oh my
You
god!
can't put him down.
Okay,
Death
now
Sleeper,
the,
just roll 4s.
Death Sleeper just
Death Mark.
keeps on living.
2 4s.
Oh!
Oh.
And then it's gonna be
Oh.
strength 5s.
Fives.
5s. There we go. 1 at AP2. Get out of here!
Wait. I have 3
oh
CP.
my god!
Is he gonna reroll it? Is he gonna keep the Death
Uh,
Sleeper alive?
3 CP, I'll spend it.
Oh my god.
There it goes.
Hero!
Eh?
Nah, okay.
Not enough.
Alright, fine.
5 points.
I had to do it. It wasn't the right choice for the CP, no. But I have to do it.
Amazing Grace.
Absolutely insane.
On a bagpipe specifically. That's like the funeral,
I was trying to
like
go for the psychic damage.
Is
if I'm
it?
being honest.
Star Trek 3. 2?
Oh my god.
2. The end of Wrath of Khan or the start of Search for Spock? I don't remember.
Now,
Don't ask me.
I think it's at the end of Wrath of Khan.
I don't do nerd shit.
This guy-
I say it in my Waystone jersey.
Yeah, wait a minute. Adam Pearce is the guy with the dragons on his shirt.
With the
and
Leaf of Lorien on his jacket.
Strength 5 and T11, so strength is 1 at AP2. Good, good. And
Oh, I have a hat.
this one didn't move, and this one did move or didn't move? Did not move.
Did not move,
And it's
yeah.
going to shoot at the same time. And then the small guns are going to go into here. Sure. And
So he's just leaving those
Yes.
Nords in the middle.
Okay, D6 plus
I don't
1
really
is
think he has much to shoot at him.
Yeah, I guess so. Like where they've positioned, they've hidden themselves from a lot of that shooting. And so they're just moving to that edge.
I feel that. I feel that in my
Because you want to clear one of them so that next turn you have the chance to grab that objective.
15,
I don't know what Tyler's plan is for
The fire
extend.
Hitting on 3.
Because I don't actually see where the reanimator walked over to.
I presume he's sort of half under that building where we can't see.
No,
but
no, he's right below the command, or the Doomsday Arc.
oh, way over there, yeah.
Yeah.
So does he not control his home objective?
Like,
No.
9, 10? Whoa, no, a lot more.
He's
That's
tied.
going to make extend difficult.
10.
10, okay.
Is extend? Extend is yours and
Yeah.
in No Man's, if I recall.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, he pile in. So when he piles in, he'll get one more body on there and he's good.
Oh yeah, all he needs is the one I don't know if he has anybody in range to do that.
The pile-in could do it, right? Like,
It's a 3-inch. I don't think anybody's.
Have to.
that's
Oh man.
the
I
pile-in
think I
and the
actually
consolidate
have to.
could do it.
I will go with the.
That's definitely at least 6 inches for those guys. You just gotta end closer on each one, so you
And
can go
then-
at an angle.
That also depends on if the the hull of the command barge is on objective 4,
Nope.
Right.
but the
You go.
base isn't.
Alright, armored bulk. Go over here.
I'm assuming we're in the fight phase.
Little attacks. I'll hit. Cool.
We're in the fight phase.
That's the assimilator. Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're you're T4.
T4. Yeah.
2. So 6 at -2.
6
minus 2, 3 damage each.
6 minus 2, 3 damage each. So -2 will become -1. So we'll take it on the. You said 3 damage each.
3 damage each.
So 2 at a time on crypto thralls. So it's gonna be 4s. They both go through. So we'll do.
First one.
Right, because the crypto thralls are embedded in with the warriors, and they're there to tank damage.
Takes one.
Wow.
Okay.
The crypto.
Or the
I
big
got it. Still got it.
Oh, you have one.
I got it.
Sorry, I thought you were
No,
done.
you're good. 2 4-ups. 2.
And you got a
4-ups.
slow roll
Okay.
on phase 2. Crypto thralls,
Here's
warriors,
what
and
Check
then
it
The
out.
crypto thralls took
Okay.
1 damage there. 1.
4 saves. -3 this time. Let me double check that.
-3.
yeah, the crypto thralls.
Yeah, -3.
Damage.
D6 plus 1.
Tanky.
D6 plus 1 each, so we'll do 2 at a time.
4-up shrug.
So -3, it goes to -2. So
And when it's destroyed in a melee
so
attack,
two
The first one
on a 3-up,
does 6.
it fights on death,
and, I mean,
which is not relevant right now because I don't think I have
Yeah, sure.
But
And
yeah,
the next
4
one
feel no
does
pain.
3.
3-up save.
So, 3, 4. Kills him.
And then it's 2 more.
2 more, and this is going to be on.
Oh, he pulled the ones
warriors
from the point.
with a
Two
4
sixes.
saves, so -2, so they're going to go to 6s. Yeah.
He's giving up on extend battle
You got
lines?
it. Okay. First one,
I don't know if he
2 damage,
realizes
second
that.
one, 7.
Yeah.
So now
This might be a
5
big
veins,
mistake.
Kill,
Yeah.
Kill a guy and then
Big.
7 guy.
Yeah,
An
so
enormous
he's killing me.
mistake.
Maybe he can't really pull from the other thing because then it would set off the fuse, and
I
then
think you actually, yeah, you either have to kill from that end or the other end.
Probably have to kill him.
I think you're right.
yeah, he's gonna set the fuse off.
Okay. And then I'll use my once per phase
Reanimation.
Ghost Arc reanimation.
Okay, and then that reanimation you can put plenty right on the point.
It's going to be 2d3 plus 3.
2, 3
You
plus
don't
3.
control.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on that objective. Yeah, yeah.
So
3,
3,
4,
4.
7 come back.
and you
so
can put them
2,
all on the
4,
point
6,
because they can easily be positioned there in engagement range of the ones that are already on the
2,
board.
4, 6, 7.
7.
So one
Yeah,
is
got
on-
it. Because
yeah,
crypto throws are
one-
2 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
He's putting them there though.
I got
I
them.
am.
Don't worry. I was like,
I
what?
am also used to the Lich Guard, so I.
Tyler, don't you want them on your
I
home
was like-
objective for extend battle lines?
I don't know.
Yep. Looks good. Makes sense.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Okay. I'll get in
no.
to send out.
Do you want to make your attacks against me?
Panic. Panic.
He's gonna make me so yeah. So.
Oh, buddy.
4. Oh wow.
Because they're battle
And
shocked.
then 6. Nothing.
Do you
Ooh, that's
get
gonna be.
extend battle lines?
Oh, because I don't control my.
You don't control your deployment zone. Because you have 3 OC?
I have 9.
No,
your
because
OC
you are
one.
battle shocked.
They're
Oh,
battle shock.
yeah, they're battle shocked. So 3. Yeah.
Yep,
3
that's
OC.
the.
So you get 2?
Yep. I just get 2.
Yes.
Sad.
Oof.
No, I get nothing, right?
You control an
Oh yeah,
objective
I
domains.
get
Yeah,
2.
yeah. Alright, so supply drop. Oh, wait, so we both go up a
Or does
CP,
extend
so I
have
you
a,
at
a little condition?
Yeah,
one
if you
now
get
and I'm at
no
2.
man's land. You get
Supply drop,
3?
I go up 1, because this goes
2?
away.
Yeah.
2? Ooh.
So I have 1 for 8 in the center on Omega. Mission draw, I'm going to draw Deploy Teleport Homer and Investigate Signals. Okay, it's finally time to shine.
Oh no.
Wait, both of the.
Both of
I
them.
mean, you called it, and it
I
happened.
knew it. So that's 10. Or that's gonna be.
As soon as you open up your back corner, that's when those objectives come out.
2, 4, 6 plus 5 plus 5. So that's
And
11.
he's getting 8 on primary
Oh,
this turn
connecting stuff, I need
because
to
that middle
declare
objective is
the
now
first
worth
guy to
8.
Synapse. I'm going to put that Neural
Pull that up.
Synapse. Where is he? There we go.
Some really strong, just getting good secondaries right when you need them on the Tyranid side.
that one.
In addition to some excellent plays.
Battle
with Brandon
shock
here.
things.
Absolutely.
I'm going to give this guy battle shock.
Yep.
From the Neurolictor right there. Nick, please take a battle shock.
All right. On the sorry.
No, the ghost.
Doomsayer.
Doomsayer. Yeah, it was good.
Good.
Not too bad.
Nope. Did not look at that.
It's kind of chilling there forever, so that's also cool. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that I want to move there. No. Yeah, I don't think
Good night, Fletcher.
plus one wound against them over there. I don't really want to expose that Neurolictor.
Now, big
There's
thinking.
the Arc. Oh, there's the Ghost Arc. I don't think I can draw a line while being on the objective.
In my head, Brandon is securely on the center objective.
Could try to kill your.
Yeah, I mean that's
Oh,
30
that guy
OC.
can-
That's going to
you're
be
still at 1 CP.
Really
you
hard
did
to
a
shift.
lot of shooting to shift it, right?
Oh, he's battle shocked.
Who is?
The commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are both battle shocked, right?
Both
All
battle
three. Yeah.
shocked.
Okay, so you can't revive him. Okay. This is the turn to
So
go for it.
Hmm?
All right.
maybe
Next turn you will.
Brandon
have full
moves
OC.
the
I don't really care
Exocrine
if
up
you charge
onto
me
that center
more
objective,
Just to back them up a little more.
onto them.
and then you can pop
Probably
out
kill that
your
guy.
other
If he
Neurolictor,
removes the
get a
extra
little
OC.
more on there.
And what else does he give your
Just
Necron
really
warriors?
make it difficult. I mean, you could even just try
You
and
get
zone out the
plus one
warriors
OC,
for being on that side of the objective.
And that's.
You might be able to get your Neurolictor and your
Pretty
High
sure
Tire
that's
on there
totally within
too.
9.
Just get everything on there, right?
And
Like,
be
I'll
like,
back
you're
on it.
not taking it.
I just want to see if I even have to move the Biowar.
What is wholly within that?
Like putting a spore mine there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that what?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wholly.
can you just put one over there before,
Yeah, yeah.
before I forget? Thank you.
just go ahead and throw it down now. There's your investigate
Okay.
signals.
Yeah.
So we did that with the Biowar. Cool.
Yep, move the
Or
Ripper.
your-
Ripper down there.
Then
Spores in the two corners.
nine.
Yeah. You do. Is investigate signals a action?
It is.
This Ripper Swarm
What are you
is
going to do for
to
homers then?
begin with.
Homers is also an action, so you need both.
I mean, you could do
I
the.
think you do homers for that one because that's 5 points, and then signals for the others because that's 2 each, right?
Well, you could do the emissary.
Or
Or the
oh, no.
simulator.
I can only do one or the other.
You got to be eligible to shoot,
So
which he is
I don't have
because he's a
extra Ripper Swarm
monster.
There.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a CP to give him fallback and shoot and charge because he's within synapse range from the Megaloid.
Oh,
Here we go. 8 inches
He's just
in
fall
the
back,
fun
just-
zone.
just to do it
And then
'Cause
he's
he can
eligible to
shoot.
shoot,
And that guy will
Right.
do the
for deploy teleport homers,
and then there you go.
sweet.
You have your deploy, you have your investigate,
and that way your simulator can still shoot.
right? Can
Have you
Shoot
pinned
it
me on
what?
that side so that I can't fall back cleanly that way?
Oh, you can fall back.
Okay. In that case, I don't really want to fall back. You don't have a fallback and charge and shoot thing,
No.
right? Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm going to sit there forever with you.
yeah, there's no reason not to, right? Like, what else is your simulator gonna do right now? It's just gonna keep those warriors tied up.
I guess I want this guy in front because this guy wants to get here. Oh, but this guy can get within 9. Not get within 9 anyways. Okay, that's cool. So then.
Yeah,
in
because
that
those
case,
rocks
this
are
guy
less than
can
2
go up.
inches tall. That Exocrine could just walk right over him.
Yeah.
And then I just want to leave the barest angle for this guy.
Yep. So they're Norn. Just trying to make sure it's got that gun angle.
And that way, like, only maybe 3 or 4 warriors could get on that objective.
Exactly. You've made it really hard
Oh,
for him to
right
get
behind
enough
your dice
bodies on the
there it
middle.
is.
That was a big
Oh,
car.
I don't have a tighter angle actually. If I don't have my arm the way.
And he has a 4 feeling good.
Yep.
This is just way too cerebral for a smooth brain like me.
I'm just sorry.
Just like
Smooth
narrow
brain.
positioning,
Dude,
good line,
Dude,
just in.
smooth
Like,
brain
realistically,
marine player
nothing
like
happens,
me,
but-
I just.
You got this in the
Ugh.
bag.
It's like when I see someone do, they measure out the movement and the charge at the same time, and like, great, and then they could like,
So good there. I don't really mind if you.
I've started doing that and then setting dice on the table
Yeah.
for what the charge distance is so that I don't remeasure later and introduce more error.
And waste time.
Eh, right.
When you're playing on a 3-hour clock.
Yeah, especially in a tournament setting. I also like my pet peeve is accidentally giving yourself extra movement. Like I've played against one of my first big tournament games. My first game was against a Space Wolves player who wanted to be doing advancing and charging, and every time they measured, they would do the thing where they measure and they start moving, and then their other hand with the tape measure starts moving also. And so they're moving both hands. And you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And so they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going 7 inches, and they'd go like 10 or 12. Like,
No.
And you don't have anything left in reserve, right?
It kind of gets that way in Kill Team too, because
Alright.
Kill Team is so
We're
much more
shooting.
exact.
Right, about those
You
little...
really have to
That's
measure. And measuring with those sticks is different than measuring with a tape measure.
Oh, do you want to drop? Is it
yeah.
right? Yeah, you're fine.
Because it's more precise. The tape measure rate, you just kind of like bend it
That's
around.
I'm gonna advance that
With
first
these, you
one.
measure by the
So,
inch.
let me just,
I've always wondered if, like, for those sorts of things, if instead of doing... You'd have to balance it out some way, but instead of doing it, you know, like front to front, like we normally measure, that you would do like end over end measurement to make that a little easier.
Makes that easy.
In some ways, not when you're doing
Yeah,
intricate little movements,
go
but like at least
to
your
Yeah.
straight line movement would be you set the thing down, you
This
pick the model up, you set it on the other
down
side.
there.
That's how
Doing
Star Wars
like
Legion is.
6 shots.
And how X-Wing is it as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
It's much simpler.
Yeah.
Star Wars Legion also measures Sergeant
No saves. That looks about
is the
right.
end.
We'll
You don't
fire
measure every
him
model.
into
For your infantry, you measure from the squad leader.
And then just put the other ones
Yeah.
relative to it.
Incoherency.
Nice.
One save, AP minus 3.
Some save AP minus 3 into Doomsday Arc.
The
D6 plus
little
1.
Kill Team measuring sticks are also
Four.
really
How
interesting.
many do we have
Down
left?
to 3.
Down to 3, okay. We'll do
You can
this
use
guy,
those little
2d6 shots
distinct ones
there.
like the 9-inch, because you charge is your movement plus
Wanna do
2,
that?
Right.
No,
or plus
do
a
that.
circle.
Right.
So
Doesn't matter.
I've got 3
One.
circles of movement, so 6 inches,
AP minus 2 to
and
get
then
cover,
2 inches
damage.
of charge.
Oh, so close.
Down to 1.
Oh man, maybe the Neurolictor doesn't.
For 8.
But no, it has
Oh,
to.
yeah.
It's not.
Sticks, right?
Yep.
Maybe the
Stick.
stick. Will kill it. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
There's ways to
Let's
give.
go over here.
a lot of
We're gonna
times you
have
always do
fire
like
this
plus 1 or
extra
whatever,
into-
but the exocrine is moved up, and it is shooting at something.
Yep.
I'm gonna use
I
the
think
three
it's
down
lining a bunch of
tactic
stuff
to
up
give
with the
this
command
guy
barge.
The once to hit and wound. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
because
for
if you take out that
the
command barge, then
and
those
fire into,
warriors are no longer OC3, and
Right.
that objective in the middle is yours.
wounding on.
Yeah. Without that OC3, the
fours
warriors
is
can't
the
threaten it.
minus 1 wound.
The carrier wave.
That was out of the box. Nope, 1.
Alright, 1.
Minus 4. Yeah, good.
Save it.
Alright, that,
fire the
and reminder
exocrine
that
into him
command
now.
barge does have a 3-up save, a 4-up invuln, and then a 4-up feel
I
no
think
pain
this
on
was a
top of
mistake. I think I
that.
should just fire the ghost
Necrons
barge.
stack up
Yeah.
those defensive buffs, and if you don't quite finish them off,
roll
they heal up.
ones.
It's hard to shift
Four.
It
Necrons.
is so hard to shift
Fives,
them.
'cause you're- no, you're T8.
T8.
4s, and then do I get the minus 1 if I'm
Minus 1 to wound if it's over T8.
5?
So 5s.
It's got the new
3/6.
transhuman minus 1 to wound if your strength is greater than their toughness.
1 goes through.
3 damage.
So 3, 4 buildings. Takes 2.
2.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And
Down
then
to
the
7, I
high pirate
believe.
fires blast down there. Ooh, 3 shots. 3 hits. Looking
Now the
for
reanimator
4s
and the
with
ghost
minus
arc are
1.
right there, just out of phase. Reanimate.
Have
Two
heal right up.
other
Yeah, if
ones
they
with
doesn't quite get up in the
the
shooting
other
phase, and we have to go to the charge phase.
One.
They can
No.
even do it
Nope,
between shooting attacks, right? Because it's not end of phase, it's right
Well,
then.
there's a stratagem for it.
No.
And
Right.
Tyler does have
Okay.
a CP.
Should have known that wasn't gonna happen. But you know, I had dreams, hopes, and aspirations. We deploy teleport homers there. We investigate signals into 3.
Yep.
And then we'll go to the charge phase.
So, investigating
Purpose form
signals.
will charge. Go! Yes!
Nice.
Go for it, buddy!
The Ripper Swarm
Ripper,
is
go!
charging into the
It has
into the
lethal hits.
Doomsday Arc.
He might be a god. Do I have anything else I want to do?
This is what I was
That
talking
don't
about before the
realize
game.
so I can't.
Before we started, hey, they've got lethal, just like Scarabs.
go for
They
this,
might be able to do something. It's so
I'll go
funny.
for this
Pull up that Ripper
10-inch
Swarm.
roll.
Ripper Swarms
Why
and
not?
little
Free.
Scarabs are
They
so
have
fun.
sustained hits.
Sustained.
I'm not rerolling either.
And they have the OC of things. It's interesting, but not
alright.
relevant.
Alright,
Scarabs have
what are your
lethal.
stats, Ripper Swarm?
They've always had lethal.
6 attacks in melee.
He doesn't even know it because
Oh, it has a
Why
hit.
would you
Doesn't
memorize
have
that
lethal
one?
hits. Never mind, this is not happening. Alright. I hit on 5s. Extra sick.
Strength 2.
1 hit. I need a 6. Okay, no.
he knocks the other die into a 6.
Go ahead.
Alright. I'll fight back into the swarm. Oh no.
Only 1 hit from the barge.
Oh!
It doesn't
So they're tied up to each other now.
Yeah, so you're not
Oh,
killing.
really?
Yeah, yeah. They have,
Oh.
Oh,
4
gosh.
wounds? Yeah, they have 4
And
wounds.
then over here, it
Yeah,
looks
go
like I
ahead.
got 4 maybe. So we're gonna be 3s and then 6. Nothing.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I attack
buddy.
back. kind of don't want to, but I have to.
Oh, we should have. Yeah, we should have alternated.
Oh no, that was right. You did that correctly. 3 hits. I wound on 2s because you're battle shocked. Because I get +1 a wound while you're battle shocked within 12 of the Neurolictor. So 3 saves at -2. Oh no, -3. Excuse me. That was my 4 dice one. So
3 saves, -2 goes to -1, so
-3 down to -2.
down to -2, so
Yeah.
5.
Saturday
damage.
Nights with Ballard.
D6 plus
I don't
1, so
actually
do
think it's
2
coming
at
out
a
of
time,
stream because
5.
I'm not hearing it on your mic.
1 goes to
No, I was thinking outside.
3, 4
So
pains.
Oh, I killed him.
Killed a-
Oh, so much value.
Killed a murder bucket.
Hell yeah.
I think I got one more, right?
You did
There's
2,
3.
so
One more,
yeah,
you're
one
dead,
more.
so
3,
can come back
5. Goes for-
in a better position.
5? Oh man, I might kill both Crypto Thrills. They're coming in hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Alright,
buckets
then
are
here
down.
My little attacks. Still hits. Wounding on 2s because of the +1. 4 saves at -2 down to -1, so 5s.
So 5. How much damage are you?
Damage 3 each.
3 each.
woof.
I mean, I'm just gonna pull 4 of them.
Yeah, I don't think they're rolling. Oh, that was really close.
Maybe
Wow.
I can do that.
No.
we're just gonna
Alright.
4 red.
I'm not gonna make you roll those.
The other thing you can do with Feel No Pains like that is roll the number of attacks
And then I'm just
3
gonna-
times when you have it, or
So
the
now
damage
we're
amount
at
times, so that
3 plus
each
3.
time you succeed, that you get to keep rolling, but as you fail, you're
So
failed.
that's 2, 3,
Uh,
6.
Especially when you
So
have like a lot,
bring back
like
2,
with the
4.
warriors, when that can happen.
Hey, I killed 2 Actually, you regen at the start of your turn. So I killed nothing!
And they're back.
Yay!
Alright, cool.
I feel like out of all of the
So
armies
I
in
score 40k.
40k,
Teleport homers in your deployment zone. And
Necrons
6
are the
boost
most
games
feels bad to play
Alright.
against.
Because of the
Because of the recursion.
Yeah.
They call it recursion in Sigmar because of the
We're drawing
respawn.
missions.
Bring it down and engage on all fronts.
Bring it down.
And
That's kind of
engage.
what you want to do with.
That's
bring it down,
actually-
engage. You've already rerolled once, right?
I've already rerolled, so.
Yeah, I have to. So you're going up to 2 CP. I'm going up to 3 CP.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get some water. Do whatever you
I'll
need
take.
to do.
Can you bring me water?
Yeah, I will.
Appreciate that. Good. So do I need to battle shock anywhere? No, right? Ba-bum.
nothing below half. No?
I do need the battle shock over here on this barge, so. Battle
Oof.
shock.
5, that'll actually shock him.
Yeah.
But everything else is unbattle shocked.
Did you get shocked somewhere?
GSC or less feels bad
Ooh.
as much as they are just a
How
stat
many
check
uses
of
do you have left?
damage.
Oh,
1? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm going to spend a CP because you are within 12 inches of a synapse creature
yeah.
and try to kill it.
Kill it.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh, ghost.
Oh
Yes.
no!
Oh
Okay, how much-
no!
Explodes!
3? I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, and then determine what's going where.
Oh,
I bet it's a D6.
I didn't know that Doomsday Arc was down to 1 damage. One
So which one
wound
do you want
left.
now?
D3. So we'll start here. So D3. 2.
Down 2.
All
And
right.
Neurolictor.
Neurolictor. 3.
Oh, down to 1.
Ooh.
Anything else? No.
Okay. And then that died.
That's
Cool.
about it. Or my
No, you're good.
No. Okay.
Brandon doesn't have bring it down.
Reanimation. So this thing's dead. We pull this.
He had that, the
Yeah,
turn
he's
before.
already-
Yeah, I don't think you need any other battle shocks right now.
No, you're good. No. What is this? This is for.
That was battle shock. That was the last one.
Yeah, so like he's got that bottom corner on lock, and like this is the last turn he gets it. He's got those 8 points. So now it's if you can get onto that center, and I worry that he hasn't done enough to those Norns,
All right.
Norn emissaries in the middle there, to be able to do it. If one of those Norn emissaries has been down already, it might be doable. Right now you bring all those warriors in, you get enough OC on that point. And again, he goes second in turn 5,
I was like, that should be.
so he has the chance to square it. But
I don't think he'd be able to get just enough homies
But you
on
can-
there.
you ideally want to deny Brandon those 15 points, right? Because if you both get it, like
Yeah. Then
that's
whatever.
just the same, right? You
Yeah.
want to get that to get up there, because then maybe you stand a chance in secondaries there.
I guess I'll go kill that and score mine.
And honestly,
This is turn 5,
killing the Norn right now
Or yeah, turn, yeah, that's right, turn 4. So
is bring it down points. It's bring the
Down
monster.
points, and
8.
Xmark is advancing.
Plus, you need something on that side for engage.
Engage on all fronts. Yeah. Which,
I think you're good now.
yeah, there
He's
we go.
got
2
Just
quarters?
half the
Oh,
board
I
for
guess,
gauge.
yeah, you still need something over here.
For
get-
gauge?
Yeah, to get 3 points.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Yeah, a little
I
engage.
just want to continue tying you up here.
Did he already
because
use his
I
mulligan
can't
strat?
Do anything else, so,
Yeah.
okay, we'll go into
Was it
shooting.
on
I will
overwhelming?
shoot everything here.
Or no, it was on.
D6 plus 1. This is the Doomsday.
Yeah, I don't remember.
D6 plus 1.
He said he already used it.
plus 4.
Yeah. I know Brandon did, but
3.
Ooh.
And that's 8 mortals and 2 saves.
8 mortals, 2 saves. Sorry. First save goes through. 8 mortals. I will. Oh, wait. I have, yeah, I'll reroll it. I don't need anything else this turn. Nope, still goes through. Next one goes through. I will battle tactic a reroll there.
Wow.
just trying to keep my
No,
eye.
Oh.
3 ones in a
That's,
row.
how many damage total?
4, right? 'Cause
Oh.
oh,
16 damage.
16.
that
Finally
hurts.
some-
And this is a Feel No Pains.
That's a lot of 5s and 6s.
Oh, that's holy
Wow,
shit.
2,
Pretty good.
4, 6, 8, and 9. So I will take 7.
Okay.
Whoa, wait,
Jesus.
16 minus 9
16
Is-
minus 9
is
is
5.
7, yeah.
Yeah, 7. So I go down to 5.
It's 5.
Wow.
No, wait.
13
takes
minus
7. Yeah.
7.
This is what I said, I can't
6.
do
Oh
math.
my gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
The computer does the math for me.
Wait, how does he get the field of pains? That's just
Because it's on the point.
Oh yeah, yeah, on the point. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
16
shoot
minus 9.
The command barge into it, hitting on 6.
7.
6s are
'Cause 7 and 9
lethal.
is 16.
Yeah.
That's 1 lethal, and then 6s. Oh, 2 at AP 2.
Good.
Okay.
Jeez.
I forgot to shoot. Do you mind if I shoot the 24-inch?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can
Go
you
ahead. Go ahead.
do that?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be 10. No, then rapid fire range. Hitting on
Ooh,
3.
2 lethal. Or no, 1 lethal.
1 lethal. And 6s. 1 at AP 0. Okay, saved it.
Oof.
We'll do Illuminator Zeres here.
Yep.
3s, hitting on 2s.
Oh.
Oh, the
boy.
1s
Five.
again.
Nothing.
And the 2s, yeah.
We'll go
Yeah,
into
without those
charges.
ones gone.
I'll start by starting with the Luminar.
Yep. Make
Oh,
it.
make it on the
Alright, Zeres is in.
Command barge.
And then I guess I'll tank shock you. Finally gonna use
Hell
tank
yeah.
shock.
Oh, it's gonna
So I
happen.
roll- So it's strength 8, so I roll 8 dice.
I have you at 2 CP? Are you down?
Yeah, no, I'm down
yeah,
to
you
1.
yeah, you should.
Down to
There, yeah,
one.
so you should be down to 1. Yep.
The
You
Roll your
did.
charge.
Who's tank shocking?
Yeah, you
Zeres.
to see where you might not
Zeres is
So I don't think you can get onto the point.
not a. Is he a vehicle?
Or a monster.
I'm gonna be able
He's
to
not a monster, he's infantry.
That's right.
5, so it's going to be 8. And
It's the command barge that's going to be tank shocking.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
For tank shock, it is
5 up.
5 up. 3. So 4 up against mortals. Okay.
Oh, sh-
Nice. Okay.
good talk.
I'll start with the one
And that was
guy
tank
taking
shock.
extra attacks, 4 hitting on
The one
twos,
time I feel like
thing 6
um,
with the 11, so 5.
that aforementioned,
1 at AP.
you're spending a resource, a finite resource in your command points on a chance to do something
Yeah.
is mortals.
And
That
then,
is the
Zeres
exception.
is
Yeah, that
three
makes
attacks,
sense.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
anything with
1.
damage, yeah,
And it's gonna be
absolutely,
strength
sure.
minus, so it's gonna be 5, yeah.
But if it's something
1
like
AP,
movement,
3.
Good.
I hate
Wow! Oh
Yeah, that
my
makes
gosh,
sense.
this thing not gonna die? And then the barge, so this can be 4 attacks, hitting on 2s.
from the command
And
barge.
then this is gonna be strength 8, so 5, 6s are death wounds. Oh my gosh.
No 5s, no 6s.
Lives.
And the Norn.
Okay. How
Lives.
much damage does he have on him? Nothing? Nothing. He healed it. Guess let's swing an Illuminator Zeres because he's easier to kill.
He has a 4 field of pain as well.
I'll swing a Catacomb Command March. Yeah. Okay, they all hit. Strength 9, so force after the minus 1. Wow, 5 at minus 2 because it's an amateur.
4s, 2 go through.
Sorry, I think these are only 2 damage each because it's an emissary. Yes. 2 damage.
So 4 field of pain, 3 go through.
And then
Dang.
Down to 6.
I'm sorry, I inverted it. So these should be damage 3 on this. Sorry,
Okay.
because I rolled 6 dice for this one.
So I'll just read through the field of pain stuff.
Yeah, because it's 3 damage each. So that would be 6.
How many was this? 2 went through.
2 went through, so
6
6 damage. Yeah.
So 6
Alright, rerolling my field of
Ah!
pains. And he only takes
Much
one.
better this
And
time.
then the extra attacks. For some reason, it's like flipped.
Yeah.
He gets 6 big attacks and 4 small ones, and the Assembly gets 6 little ones. 3 hits, and then strength 7, so 5.
So
So
5.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go here, or do we?
You go, because I
So
I
it's-
alternate.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 4 again.
No damage happened.
Yeah.
6 is 1 at AP.
Good.
And
So with the shooting and with the fighting, neither of those big bugs going down. On the turn, you have bring it down too.
Those feel no pains are nuts. That should not have happened.
Right.
On a 5-up too.
So goes through.
So 4 and 4.
4 and 4.
So first 4,
First 4 up.
kills the first kill
first
on
one.
second one, lives on 1.
Yeah.
And then here are the little attacks.
And this is the
Why am I rolling this?
assimilator
Have
into
to-
the warriors again.
1, 2,
Just
4 saves.
Only because we have to roll these
-2,
dice.
so 4.
Because you are technically obliged to do so.
So
Yeah, this is the worst time to be technically correct.
3 damage.
3 damage, 4 poisons,
Kills
dead,
him, and then
and
there's
then
the
now it's gonna be
warriors.
5s.
Yeah.
I guess AP 2, yeah, 5s. 1 goes
Second
through.
guy dies.
How much
3 damage.
3 damage. I mean 3.
Might as well roll it.
Oh!
Okay, so it's a crypto throw on 1 warrior. And then
The feel no pain's
yeah,
coming
right,
in strong.
There you go.
On both sides
and
of the
then they come
ball.
back.
And then they come back. I mean 3v3 plus 3, right? So,
Oh, look, they all
next
come back.
they're back.
Sweet. All right. Cool.
Feels so
I really
bad
wish I
playing
didn't have to roll those. I'm sorry. Okay. You got 0 on secondary.
No engage,
0.
no
Do you
bring
wanna
it
discard
down.
anything? Oh, engage probably, right?
Yeah, engage.
If you ever get engaged. So you go up to 2 CP.
And that hurts on that bring it down when you really,
Yeah.
both to set up your turn 5 and because you wanted bring it down, you really wanted one or the other Norn to die.
You needed them to die.
This objective goes away now.
Yeah, and that is a 15 points.
No, the center is the Omega.
Right?
Wait, I swear it was I swear it was this one that was going away.
The Omega, well, we rolled this for the Omega, right?
I thought we rolled in this
That
one,
one's Alpha. This was Omega.
and Omega's the second one that goes.
Omega's the one that stays.
Oh,
Alpha
no.
Why would it
goes
be different? Why would
because they're bad at writing
see.
rules.
Oh no, so they were reinforcing the opposite objectives.
The first selected is the alpha objective. At the start of the 4th round, alpha is removed. At the start of the 5th round, all objective marks apart from the Omega are
yes,
removed.
I know.
That's
Why
so
would
that
they
it-
do that?
It's
They're
written
really
that
bad
way
at
so that it
Well, that's
works
fine.
with
I mean,
It doesn't
change
matter,
the
right.
outcome of the
not
game, but-
not supply drop. What's
Wow.
the where you have the extra objective in the middle?
Yeah.
It's written
they're
so
like,
that
"Oh,
there's
it's
still only
Omega."
one
So
objective in the
Hidden
final
supplies.
turn. Hidden
Alpha
supplies.
goes away. Omega's.
That's why it's written that way, so that you don't end up with
I don't
two
think it
that are
would've
each worth 15 or
I don't
something.
think it actually changes
It doesn't
that.
change the game.
Yeah. But I do control that for 15.
Cool.
Random. I will get no prisoners and secure no man's land. Cool. Okay. So no prisoners. I need to kill things.
Just talk this out, or what? How's it
I don't know. Are we?
You
allowed
can,
to talk
if you want to, you're good.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't need to play this 5th round.
No prisoners. I'm not going to kill anything because
Yeah.
it's impossible to kill anything. And then secure no man's land. I will score for 1 because there's literally only one objective in no man's land.
Yes.
So
Right,
that's
yeah.
2.
Funny one
I'm
to
gonna
get at
do
the end
this
there.
to just shore up my OC on this point.
Just literally walk everything up onto it. Yeah, might as well.
Because I don't want to be in combat with you.
Okay.
Oh, I owe you a battle shot to make sure I can do that. I still can. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Barely.
Changes
That's good. So I think that the only thing to do is on your turn draw missions.
there. Yes. Submission.
So has bring it down.
Get tempting target and overwhelming force.
Oh, you already have
I was keeping bring it down, so I'll get tempting target.
Something target.
Yeah,
So
which
it
is
has to be
the
that.
one. Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll
you can't
get
get enough OC on it.
The middle.
Yeah.
Try to kill the Norn.
I think I can. I mean, I think I can kill this
Yeah.
one.
If you can kill the Norn, like
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
like
say
if
the Norn
one of the
dies.
Norns died
Let's say
last
the
turn,
Norn
then you can
dies.
kill the other Norn this
Yeah,
turn and get the
two,
warriors on there,
that's
and that
16,
might
that's
actually
5
be a
points.
a
Okay,
big swing you
cool.
would have needed. But
I mean, as is,
Wow.
you can get both Ghost Arcs, or not Ghost Arcs. Oh, you have a Ghost Arc and a Doomsday Arc left.
Did I miss something?
So the Ghost Arc isn't really going to do much in this situation, not to a Norn.
Yes.
Um,
I think what I should have done is
Alrighty.
instead of going here.
And there we go. On the
I should've-
best case there, and the
This
bring it
is,
down, right? What's
this
the
whole thing is 6
emissary
heroes.
is
Yeah,
16
I should've
wounds,
just
so you could
go
get like
to
4.
4 or yeah,
It might be 5. It might
might
reach.
be 5 actually.
Let's check.
On the tempting
Is it-
target.
Yep.
Or not untempting, but
That's
bring it.
100% right.
Yeah,
You have to
let's
just
see.
lock in. Exactly.
Bring
You
it
have to
down
force
would
it to
be-
commit really hard into them one turn.
Yeah, it's 15 plus would be another, so it's
The
2,
big
3,
thing is
4,
that
5.
the
Yeah.
moment you're in the middle, I'm gonna give you 2.
And then the tempting target's another 5, and then the center one would be 15 if you could hold it. So here, let's go ahead and throw those numbers in. If you could clear a Norn and get all the way up there,
which means I keep primary,
you would take the score up to
gets you
55.
more primary points.
And I guess if you could kill one more Norn, maybe get up to 60, right? Because Bring It Down doesn't have a cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have
Which
to
brings
do
it a
because
much
of the
closer
cap
game
primary
than it had
options,
been there
but
if you can
they-
get those
they-
things going out at
Absolutely.
the end.
Yeah.
I was ready to charge that next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the two big mistakes was extend battle lines.
Yeah,
And then-
putting the because he had the warriors and he could have put them
And
back
he
on
could
his
have
home
put
point.
them
and that
right
would've been
back
another
on
big
to
5.
yoink that, but not being able to score primary turn 2, not really being able to score primary turn 3. and
Those
then-
added up, right? Like you just that staying behind by that little bit, just and then it just compounds,
Yep.
especially with the middle like that. I think one of those Norns needed to die a little earlier.
Yeah.
On the flip side, looking at Brandon's list and these new Tyranids, I like them.
I like this list. I like this list a lot.
Those Norns just saying, "Hi, the middle objective is ours for the rest of the game."
Yeah.
And
Or you could do all 3 objectives in No Man's Land if you have something like
put
that.
one on each. I think one is easier to shift, right? Like you could focus your fire on it for a turn and clear
Yeah.
it.
I wonder how they would work with like servo skulls. Though that's never going to come up in a competitive environment. I wonder how that would work for servo skulls.
They could pick one and then move it along with them.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, it's these 2 choose that one.
Now there's 30 OC on it, and they're going to keep pushing it that way. Now usually you end up pushing it out of your range, but if you just push it enough to stay in your range,
Yeah.
and just do little pushes because you know it's always going to be yours.
Yep.
It
Can we
could be
go
working.
to main cam?
Yeah. Here we pulling that down. So that was our game tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Do you have
Thank
any last thoughts, Garrett?
Oh, not off the top of my head. I'm sure as soon as I get home, I would.
You're gonna look. You're gonna
Yeah,
everything
be
you
like,
wanted to say.
"Damn
right at the end." All right, everyone. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.
Stay warm, stay safe. Have a great night.
Bye bye now.
Cheers.